Hey, Auntie Mecca. I just had a snafu, Auntie Mecca, because I was on the computer and unfortunately my cable has been acting up. You understand? So I thought the Wi-Fi was Wi-Fi today and it didn't want to, you know? So I had to come on the phone real quick. And I was a little bored because this shit is random as fuck. Let me see. I didn't even share this shit the fuck out. And I don't think I am. I don't think I am. 'Cause like I said, I'm here just to shoot the shit right now. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me see something. Did I go out of it? Yo, I'm wildin'. I had to turn my monetization on real quick. You gotta do that before, not after. So share me out, whoever, because I see it's 3 people here, but ain't nobody talking to me. So that's weird. So whoever's here just watching and not talking is weird. Unless you just, stepped away. Miss Miyagi, my sis. Hey sis, how you doing? No, I had a little sippy sip, you know what I'm saying? And a little piece of a brownie. So I'm kind of turned up this Saturday. I'm kind of turned up. Hey Tavon, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little turned up. Just for some random shit. But listen, I feel bad for anybody that paid for Netflix yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like I had Netflix. I've been had Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like according to my phone bill, I get Netflix for free. You get what I'm saying? But for the people that ain't been paying for Netflix and all of that and went and paid for that bullshit, I feel bad for y'all because I knew that shit was some cash money bullshit. I knew it. I knew it. Everybody was like, nah, Jake is gonna win because he's younger. Sinner, hey sis. He was like, everybody was like, oh, he's gonna win because he's younger. See, this is what people gotta understand sometimes. Youth is not, a pass for everything. Okay? Experience goes a very long way. You understand? Tyson was experienced in the technicalities of boxing and whatnot. You understand? Little Mr. Jake or whatever, he over here playing in these streets. He's playing in these streets. He's playing boxing with other people that want to play boxing. Tyson would have knocked him out in the first round. Okay? I was watching Tyson train for this bullshit. And according to Tyson's training, Jake was supposed to be on that mat in the first round. He could have just did a combo and that little nigga would have been on the floor. Okay? But it's big business. What was it? Jake got like what you call it? Like 40 mil and Tyson got 20 mil. You know what I'm saying? I'd play around too and act like somebody whooped my ass. Right, Tavon. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing, because listen, child, it was not given. The best thing was that female shit, even though the what's her name? The Puerto Rican girl, she won. That other girl that was fighting her, she cheated. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. She cheated. You know what I'm saying? The fights prior to the main event were the actual fights. Those was the filler to make us feel like this fight was gonna be real. And then when the fight was over, that's when it really dawned on me though. Hey, Skin, like when the fight was actually, hey, Justo, bro, when the fight was actually going on, right? I felt it was cash money bullshit, but I wasn't 100% sure that it was cash money bullshit until the end. When the fight was over and they started hugging and talking about we love each other, family, and all this other shit, and then Tyson was like, he's the real deal or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like co-signing that this nigga is really a boxer. I said, okay, this is bullshit. This was a play. This was a play. This was a play. Jake wasn't trying to get too close to Tyson. Tyson wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was a play. And people got played. I'm just lucky I'm not even gonna hold y'all, right? Because I was gonna try and bet on that shit. I was gonna be one of the suckers that was trying to bet on that bullshit. I'd have lost my money because it was a play because I was betting on Tyson. I really was. Because I was thinking it was a real fight. Oh, let me read this table on because listen, I told y'all I'm a little tipsy, so you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take me a little time. Oh, see what I'm saying? See how you gotta look at the fine print with shit? I didn't know all of that. I just thought it was you show up and you get 20 mil. Mm. You're right, Tavon. I would have chose the 20 mil too. That's why I said it was a play. I damn sure would have chose that. I didn't know all of that information. I just thought he was getting 20 mil regardless for just showing up. I didn't know all of that. Right, Center? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really, and then I tried to go, it's this thing called 365 bet or whatever, some shit. Child, I set up an account and everything. And this is the thing with you apps and shit. If we're not applicable or whatever, and y'all better not listen, because I said I'm a little tipsy, so my words may be a little bit fucked up right now and shit, but that's okay. You understand? Listen, if we are not allowed in New York City to play on y'all little apps with these betting shits, don't let us sign up and go all the way through the process. And then when we go to make the bet and go, oh, our computer detected that you're from New York City and you can't place a bet from in New York City outside because you couldn't place bets out of Jersey or some bullshit or whatever. I looked at this shit and it was like, if you continue, we will take legal matters. Then why the fuck did y'all let me sign up? Why didn't your computers? Matter of fact, fuck that shit. Y'all asked me what state I was fucking from when I was signing up, and I said New York. You understand? Why the fuck would you let me go all the way to the end for that shit? But I guess it was a good thing, like I said, because I would have lost my money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tavon, I totally get it. I get it. But they all, and that's why I said it was a play. It was a play. They both played in our faces. They both played in our faces. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I would play in people's faces for 20 mil too. So let have. Let have. Then today's live. Today was a good live. You know what I'm saying? It was a good live with China and Harlem. They had some little boy up there named Kai or something like that. Don't give me the lion, but I believe his name was Kai or whatever. And it was good. You know what I'm saying? It's always good over there, whether it's China or fucking Harlem. But, you know, Kai, mm, I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the background is because I think I missed a lot. Because there was a lot of people dropping rats and stuff in the chat. So I might have missed whatever live this person was. Was he the one that China was talking about? He told on the Billies or some shit on the last live. Can somebody help me? Tavon, can you help me? Because you be around. Who the fuck was Kai again? Because I didn't understand the rat emojis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be lost sometimes. But still, it was like it was a good story, the stuff he was telling, but it was given more so like, Kyle was on a clout chase. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is to me. Because listen, you're telling stories about other people. And then poor little K Flop, you know what I'm saying? Poor little trendy, that's the trendy. You feel what I'm saying? But like, we didn't need to know a lot of that stuff. We came to hear about Casanova. And whatever happened with that, Casanova is already charged. So it ain't no more that they can really put on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But poor little K Flock, it was like, damn, why you telling people that K Flock was stabbing people? I didn't know K Flock was in there stabbing folks. You know what I'm saying? They gonna keep that little boy. They don't keep him. So I didn't know where the little boy was going with it. And I ain't call him a little boy like to be disrespectful or nothing like that. But he is a little boy compared to me. Cause I was like, a lot of that lingo that was going on in there, I was like, I feel old as shit in here right now with this little boy. Like, what? What lingo is that? Oh, okay, Tavon. You know what I'm saying? Cause like when I be in my brother's chats and stuff like that, when I be in their chats, I be in there modding a lot of the times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all know or whatever. So I was like, damn, mad people is saying, who is this little boy? And I could get it, but then I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like the streets is a myth. I don't understand why folks want to be in the streets so bad. I don't understand why people want to be outside so bad. Outside is overrated, y'all. Outside is played out. Like I'm inside right now. You understand? I did a whole nice little family. We did a little Korean mukbang crab boil shit. You know, inside is where the fuck it's at. I don't want to be outside unless I'm outside with the where there's no criminals at. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from an ex-criminal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I can still get shit shaken and whatnot, but it's fun to not be shaken. It's fun to go places and don't gotta look over your shoulder because people, you just have to be in the mix. Thank you. See what I'm saying? Inside is better. You know what I'm saying? You get kisses from your loved ones, but it's like it's overrated. I just don't get it with folks. Like it's almost like, for instance, like with crackheads. Like I feel like there shouldn't be no crackheads no more. I feel like crack died in the 80s. If people shouldn't be selling crack and people shouldn't be doing crack. Like all the crackheads should have died out at this point. But they're still crackheads. Yes, skin. It's way better. It's the people that ain't really been in shit that think outside is just so hype. It's so fun. It's really not. It's really not. There's been times I was outside, like when I was active. I remember one time, see, I told y'all, Cola Gang always get a story time out the kid. I always get a story time. I remember one time I was chilling like with the homies, you know what I'm saying? I was with my big homie, you know what I'm saying? His little homies, you know what I'm saying? I always had position, you know what I'm saying? That's why, China, I love you. I don't know. Hey, Safia, I don't know if you up in the bushes, but I don't fall into that female shit that you and Harlem be talking about. I love y'all souls, but I don't fall into that fucking shit because I've been tested by the feds. I've been tested by a lot of shit. And I ain't never telling nobody, you know what I'm saying? I've been the GM of a lot of shit and I ain't never telling nobody, you know what I'm saying? So I don't fall into that, you know what I'm saying? But still, I was, in the street, being outside, and we was chilling, right? And my brother had beef with the Albanians. Now, this is the thing that we gotta understand. Them Russian and them Albanian gangs is nothing to play with. Okay? That shit is organized and crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he had beef. I forgot what happened, why he was beefing with these motherfuckers. But like a week before they spent the block and was shooting that nigga. It was wild. Like I was really outside and I really didn't give a fuck. Like I'm not supposed to be here. Like I'm like, damn, you was stupid, Cola. You was really dumb. But we was sitting outside, we chilling, and we was like sitting in a park, and it was like mad trees and shit, and it was nighttime. We was in a projects, but it was a project with mad trees, and like I'm always hyper focused, no matter what the situation is. I'm always focused on my surroundings. I keep seeing somebody dipping behind trees and shit. So I'm trying to tell nigga, I'm like, oh, somebody dipping behind the shit. They like, nah, Cola, you you bugging. Then I seen the shit again. I'm like, no, somebody is dipping behind these trees coming towards us. So now the nigga get like 3 trees away from us. I'm like, damn. Now when they focused and they see what the fuck is going on, I was like, yo, y'all got that shit out here? You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know because I'm like, we need to start blamming at that fucking tree. Fucking the motherfuckers about niggas start running to go get whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then fucking, I'm like, yo, this is how this is gonna end. Like, this is wild bananas. Why the fuck am I here? Come to find out it's some little motherfucker. That's why, like, I can't get jiggy with little motherfuckers in street shit. Because it was some little motherfucker that thought it was cute and funny to scare people. Like, nigga, you was about to get shot. You was really about to get shot trying to play a prank on somebody, knowing people is trying to kill people. Outside is not fun, y'all. It's not fun. But me sitting there listening to that little boy, it's like, if you previously was snitching on people or you snitched on people, you still doing it. Because what the fuck do we need to know about K Flock? Like, I don't know shit about K Flock and what's going on in jail with K Flock. You understand? I don't know a goddamn thing. But when a person has an open case, you shouldn't be talking about shit. You know? Like Casanova, like I said, his case is over with. That nigga's fried. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever the fuck you want to say about him. There's nothing really more that you can do at this point, unless people's gonna open a new case on this nigga, which they're not. But the K Flock shit, it was just given, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just given clout chase. Like, I was next to a famous nigga and this is what I know. And it was like, no, shut up. Shut up. You told on whoever you told on, you free now. Be free. You know what I'm saying? Don't be telling other people's stories. That's weird. Did I say hi to my Sophia? How do I pronounce it? I'm gonna just call you Sophia because I don't want to fuck the whole shit up because that's African, right, sis? So, let me see. So, listen, I had an edible and I had a little sip, so don't blame it on my heart. I ain't even trying to be funny. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Cause I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, the people's names that I give a fuck about, I care. I want that shit to be correct. Like, randoms that be coming around, I don't be giving a fuck. I be fucking people shit up all day. But if you a random, then you just a random. That's crazy. I'm really out here just bored. Like, and then my sis Velvet, cause we got some shit to talk about. I'm gonna go live with Velvet tomorrow or whatever. But it was my fault because I was late. I was supposed to call her earlier than I did, and I just was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Life be lifing or whatever. What's that? See, you do too much, babe. I don't want that. I love you, but I do not want that concoction. Yeah, yeah. No, thank you. Love you. No. Okay, so Sophia Tao. Okay, that's jiggy though. That's exotic and shit. But yeah. So I don't know. But I was just in there like just mind. I'm like, I'm just gonna let the rat shit just go. I'm just let it go. But he gotta chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a story to tell, but don't tell other people's stories. My brothers is gonna let you talk because it's content. Two, okay. Sophia two. Okay, thank you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? The content was contenting. But little boy, don't, you know what I'm saying? You putting yourself really out there. I was like, what? I said, what? K Flock is in there on demon time still? I thought he was doing his shahad and shit. You in there stabbing folks? What? Not you. Of course, Savon. Yeah, it's gonna be more fucking people. It's gonna be more people. That's a definite. Poor little Drakey Drake. Not Drake. I said Drake. Dirk. Dirky Dirk. You understand? That's why I don't trust folks. You know what I'm saying? I tell y'all the streets is a myth. I'm street with the people I've been street with because those people have been tested. They've been in the questioning room and been questioned about the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't said shit. Those is the people that I chill with. But as far as like these new people that be coming around and be like gang gang, brother, these people that be like, oh, I'm gang gang and all this other shit. I don't give a fuck about you little young people. I don't. If you're young and you come around me with that gang gang shit, I direct you to school and jobs and shit. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my spin the block now. That's my contribution to society. To keeping people off of demon time. Get off the demon time. My demon time is you coming here with a degree or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the flex for me. Back in the days, it wasn't. Like, I was trying to, be disruptive and disrupt other people and all this other shit. It's not fun anymore. It's not fun anymore. It's really not. And I don't be caring. Let me see something. And I hate having like I still need to get they shit together because I'm upset that I have to be going live off my fucking phone. I don't appreciate that shit. I need a credit or something from them. Dead ass. Cause I don't even know how to work this shit like that for real. On fucking on the phone. The fuck? But yeah, that's my whole fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? You did a good job, China, bro. You know what I'm saying? But little Kaka, whatever his name is, that nigga was talking way too much. Way too much about the wrong shit. Way too much. But you know what I'm saying? I ought to let him talk too. Or Josiah. Or Josiah. Or Josiah. Yes, Sophia too, like it's really sad. But I called all this shit. That's the crazy shit. Like when I decided to like fall back, is like when Instagram and Facebook started to get really popular. You understand? Because people was literally telling the business on there. I used to kick people out left and right. People be like, oh, why am I parked? Oh, because you was telling the business on social media, get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to jail. Sorry. I'm going to go to jail for me. I'm not going to jail for you. Get out of here. They be like, oh, you can't. Yes, I can kick you out. And if you say something else, I'm going to have somebody cut you out. So just leave. Just leave. You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking too much. Yeah, my brother gonna get that bag. You know what I'm saying? They hauled him and that's like that's it. But you know, like he was up there. That little boy was just up there. Like it was racking my brain. I was like, you was just be quiet. Just be quiet. But like I said, I seen that shit. I said, nah, I ain't about to do all this shit. Then when there was some shit, you know what I'm saying, that happened when I was in the jet and motherfuckers was fake trying to tell on my ass and have my name all through paperwork and stuff like that. That's why I said, bro, I'm special. I'm not the rest of them blood girls you be talking about, China. You know what I'm saying? I done been in some bullshit and ain't fucking told or nobody. And everybody turned around and told on me. They they told on the kid. You know what I'm saying? They told on the kid and the kid wasn't doing shit. The fuck? Yeah, you know, it was time to fall back. What's popping, Sean? You know what I'm saying? It was time to fall back. This shit is not as now I know you know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit ain't as official as it was. You know what I'm saying? You know how proud I am that my son Pop is a nerd. Like he's a nerd that's with the shits, but he's a nerd. You know what I'm saying? He's the one in the kid. Like you better study with me before I fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of shit that he's on, and I'm proud of that shit. Like, I don't try to change that. I don't want that shit to ever change. I want him to stay the fuck like that. Because the streets is trash. You understand? Like, I could have been so far earlier. You know what I mean? If I'd have been like, okay, this is trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is dumb. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And then China, you might have to help me with something because I got a couple people, some people I'm gonna talk to you on the back end. I'm about to be doing a little interview. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stepping on you and Harlem's toes. You know what I'm saying? But I got a couple of big hitters. You know what I'm saying? Big up top hitters. You know what I'm saying? They got a story to tell. They want to tell some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need your expertise and y'all advice because y'all know I'm not an interviewer. That's not my thing or whatever. But you come on, don't be wilding nobody up, bro, because you the king of wilding people up. But sometimes they deserve to be wild up, so it is what it is. Sean, what's good with you, Sean? You running amok in these streets. What's going on, Sean? You are running a muck in the kingdom. Monique, what's up, sis? What's up? Y'all really gonna let me sit up here and be tipsy by myself? You know, y'all ain't shit. Y'all are not shit. Okay? Y'all are not shit. I'm about to go sit on my husband's lap because y'all are not being fun. Y'all are not being fun. Sean don't never want to come the fuck up no more or whatever. So Sean was my fake co-host at one point. Fucking China in the chat don't want to come up and wild. No, I forgot because then he gonna wild me up because ain't nobody else to wild up. I get the wild up bag. So no, forget that. Scratch that. China gotta stay in the chat because I don't want to get wild up. China tried to put me in the slave quarters today, y'all. China got a whole shed and tried to put me in the slave quarters. Like I ain't shit. See, and Sean, now Sean want to ignore people. Sean, you hear me talking to you, Sean. I know you hear me talking to you. Okay? Why are you running amok? Yeah, for real, Tavon. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Yeah, you were supposed to have been sleeping at 9 o'clock. See, you not following my sis said. My sis told you it was time to be sleep. Hold on, let me make sure this is you. Is that you, bro?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. My bad.
Okay, good. Just want to be clear, because
Yeah.
these streets is dangerous. Somebody fucking cloned my ass in these streets, and I thought, it's crazy. Cloning
Ah.
is so 3 years ago. Remember 3 years ago when people could clone people and nobody could
Mm-hmm.
know whether it was real or fake because they didn't have mods, like the mods wasn't able to go and touch the channels and shit. I
Mm-hmm.
said, wow, somebody in KT Live, they fucking cloned me,
Oh, get
blocked
the fuck
me.
out of here.
No, I'm dead ass serious. They cloned me, and they was talking shit to Killer, talking about. They said, "Oh, hey, Killer, wash your dirty wig." I don't even talk to people like
Wow.
that.
You don't even talk like that. You don't even talk
Right?
like that.
I said,
Wow.
"What?" I said, "Wow." And what's the mods was here for? Like nobody went to check
Yeah.
that shit.
But
Like,
he ain't got no. I don't think he got no mods and shit. But he got to be checking that shit because that same thing happened with Simba and two relationships got wrong with that. And then he was like, "Yo, that ain't even a real Simba. That's a fake one." But them
but
women
it was
already
too
said what they
late.
said. Yeah, she'd be back. Yeah, it was too late. It
But
was
that's why
too
I'm
damn
glad
late.
Killer got,
Mhm.
Killer's a grown woman, you know what I'm saying? Because Killer hit me up like, yo, because
Killer
I didn't
got
even
sent.
know.
Killer got sense. That's what it is.
Yeah, because
Killer
I
got
didn't
sent.
even fucking know because whoever it was, they fucking blocked me. And then when I went to
Mhm.
go back on another account to look at the chat, because DBN came in there, he like, yo, Cola wilding people up, some shit. And I'm like, what? Like, I was confused, like, huh? But that's what he
Mhm.
was talking about, whatever he seen that I couldn't see. I said,
Mhm.
wow.
Don't fake accounts. Don't fake accounts ruin relationships. I done went through that shit with somebody, and I ain't seen that account since. And I would never forget that account name because I used to mess with a girl with that same name. It was an account named Bianca and shit like that. But I ain't never seen that account since. They came up in the same chat too, in King Troll chat. It was like Sean Prince tell such and such how you be talking about her behind the scene. And I didn't feed into it because I'm like, oh, that's a troll. I don't feed into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even when they talk about me, I don't feed into it unless it's a real person. But troll accounts, like I don't
Okay,
feed
hold
into
on.
troll.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure this person is everybody cool. Hold on. Are you gonna be on your best behavior?
Oh, he wanted me to tell you that he love you and shit.
Yes,
I forget
ma'am.
that
I'm gonna
quick.
be good. I'm gonna be good, Cola.
Okay. Hey, what's up?
I'm
What's
gonna be
up?
good, beautiful. I ain't no smoke. Know what I mean? I love Cola James. Know what I mean?
Thank you, thank you,
God
thank you,
bless you, bro. You heard? I just wanted
thank
to
you.
say one thing. I ain't trying to hurt nobody feelings, man. Cola James don't talk like that about people. And that shit wasn't, it was a wig, but it wasn't dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's mean. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Cola James. You know what I mean?
Listen, there's nothing wrong with wigs. Like, hey, I wear a good
I ain't
nasty
mad at no
wig too.
wig. I ain't mad at no wig. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, some of those shits is dope. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a hater. Yeah, I'm just saying, ain't nobody said that about no, you know what I'm saying, Big Killer.
Yeah, that was wild. But cause she sent me the screenshot and she was like, Cola, was that you or you troll? And everybody know I don't troll. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what?
Yo, you belong on the radio, Cola James. I'm gonna keep it real with you though. You know what I'm saying? You know how to handle topics. You know what you're talking about. You sexy and you got that beautiful voice. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should be on the radio with some shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. See,
It's
that's I
all
like
good.
positivity. That's what we doing over here. Everybody that's in the sectors, cause I ain't in no it's not trying to be funny. I'm not in no sector. Okay. Like when
Yeah, that's a
everybody
fact.
just be claiming where I'm just where the fuck I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
That's
a
a
part of
whole
nothing.
fact. Yeah. Yeah. Cola went in on me one time though. I was trolling. I was doing the troll call shit. You heard?
Damn.
Cola was like, "Yo, don't play with me right now, son. I'll fuck you up." I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, because I'm trying to talk about. I said no, he did not. And then somebody was like, he got you on the live, and he sent everybody over there. People talking about some vaginosis and crazy shit. I said, what the fuck?
But it was a friendly trolling, like you ain't know that. You know, we was just going channel to channel. You know what I'm saying? We was actually showing love to people, you heard? But we was playing around too at the same time. But we wasn't trying to hurt nothing. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of Puerto Ricans bugging out, you heard?
See, I didn't know, and it just blew my mind because it literally came out of nowhere, and it
Yeah,
was
that's a
like
fact.
everybody just started coming. Like I had to, like I blocked everyone. No, my moms, because my moms be on
I
timing.
said, hey, yo, SP, I was live.
Yeah.
My show was lit. I sent everybody over here, and I came over here, you heard? Everybody's in
So
the
you
chat
can be
going,
a troll call.
Rico. You
Yeah,
heard?
saying crazy shit. They was blocking. I was like, listen, I ain't got time for this bullshit. I was really highly upset. I was
But
highly
yo,
upset. Hmm.
but I ain't gonna hold you hostage, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm just shouting out SP, shout Cola James. You know what I'm saying? And whoever love y'all. You know what I'm saying? God bless you, man. You heard? I just
No
want to say hi.
problem.
Look at
No
my nigga.
problem. Good talking
Salute,
to you.
salute.
All right.
Let's go to Southside, man. Yo, hit the radio, man. You heard? I think that's you.
Okay. I'm
One
I'm
love,
gonna
B.
take it in consideration. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
Shoot for the
word.
moon. At least you're gonna hit the
And yo,
stars.
y'all hit the like and share her lives, B. Queen deserve it. You know what I'm saying? That's a real black woman. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas hit the like, you know what I'm saying? Share, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Make sure her shit always lit forever, nigga. God bless you, Cola. Nice to hear
Thank
your beautiful
you.
voice again, you heard? Hey, yo,
Thank
SP,
you.
Peace, my
salute.
nigga. You
All
already,
right.
my
Good
nigga.
night.
That's a fact. I have yet heard
Hey,
Paula
Uncle
James
Ralph.
arguing with somebody. I don't know
No,
what you be doing
because
in that
I
deep
don't
sector
feel it's
and
not, you know what
shit.
I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be like nasty. Like, some people have to be nasty for content. I've been through too much in my life. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
To get upset, I can't do that because I
Mm-hmm.
don't, how should I say it? People will try to trick you into fuckery. If you feel
Yeah.
where I'm coming from. Where if, for instance, somebody does something and then I go and slap them or have them slapped, right? Most of these
Mm-hmm.
people is not really like that, so they're gonna go call the cops, right? So now when they
Mm-hmm.
call the cops and I get locked up, I'm content for however long I'm content. I'm the
Mm-hmm.
loser.
Okay.
You understand? So I
Yeah.
can't do that or whatever because I feel like I have too many options to really get people touched. You know, like it's not no
Yeah.
talk shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really accessible like
I
that
had
to
I
me to
had brought
call
that
and
up
get people
too.
touched.
I brought that up too. I was like, there's two women on this in this sector that I know for sure they some gangster ass chicks. Is you and Tasha Slay and shit. There's two women in this sector that it's some women that they won't say nothing to. Like, no. Like
But
I
it's
was
not,
talking
you know
about
what's
somebody
crazy? I
giving
don't
them an
think that the
example.
women don't say anything because of the gangsterness. It's just I don't really interact like that on that. You get what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
true.
not on
That's
that
true. You don't give
time.
up that
Where if
energy.
I
That's
feel like
true.
if I give that type of energy, I feel like it'll be given back because a lot of the people, not just the women, a lot of the men too,
Yeah.
is it's a safety to talk crazy on a computer.
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah.
same. You understand when you know you're not gonna run
Mm-hmm.
into people. It's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And then some people,
Mm-hmm.
not trying to be funny, sometimes for some of these people, it's not even that serious. Where it's a form of like therapy in a weird way, talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people is
Yeah.
just used to that shit, and then they'll find other people to talk shit with that are used to that shit. So neither of the people are ever gonna meet each other. Ever. Ever.
Got a better chance
So
of hitting the lottery. You got a better chance hitting the lottery before you
right.
meet up with one of these people. You know what I'm
So now
saying?
you found somebody with a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had people talk shit like in other sectors and make little videos. That's like when I was popping with the Nature Boy shit. And when that's what some people will do. Where you gotta look at it like this. Does this argument benefit me or not? Most of these people ain't looking at it. I had a girl, this bitch made like 3-4 videos. I knew them shits, like I came in her live because I'm like, I don't even know you, homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she didn't want
Mm-hmm.
to speak, because I guess she didn't think I would ever come in her live. But when I looked at how many subscribers she had, I was like, I ain't even about to make a video for you. That's how I look at it, because now if I make, now people know who you are. Now my people know you exist. So
You got
now,
that too. I just learned that too. You got people out there that really talk shit about you, wanting a response. You got people that'll bait you into that shit. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not responding to you, my nigga. You trying to bait me? I'm good.
yeah, and that's what people will do to get viewers, to get seen. So you gotta make a conscious decision yourself whether or not this beef or this back and forth is gonna benefit you. And for most people, it's not. It's just like with the whole doxing thing. What's the point of doxing people if you're not gonna pull up on them? Is no the point of what? If you tell that somebody got a what you call it, a jail record or whatever and stuff, that should tell you something to leave people the fuck alone. That's a person you need to leave the fuck alone then. If you went and doxed them and you found out they been to jail, okay, that's time for you to leave them the fuck alone. By you
I got doxed from
exposing
somebody from Ohio. This girl from Ohio doxed me and shit. I said, you can't make this shit the fuck up. But I realized with that doxing thing too, that doxing thing, they do that because they want you to get off the internet. They think that that's going to run you off the internet. You know what I'm saying? Or shut you down for a little bit or stop making lies. Like it got to me for like 20, 30 seconds. And then I realized, I'm like, hold on, mad people got doxed for years now, and ain't nobody pulled the fuck up. What's going to make me the lucky one? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I see what they trying to do and shit. They trying to get me up out the sector. Like, nah.
Then it kind of gives you a freedom in a weird way. Because now it's like, all right, people know whatever they know. Now you could just go off the reign. Because most people that's not going off the reign is in hopes to not get doxxed. So now you get doxxed. You know what I'm saying? What else is there to put out now? Now when it's a turnaround and people put people's family, you know, it's you just let a person run free now if they strong enough. Because there are some people that's not strong enough that, like what you said, they'll just disappear off the internet and hope the shit go the fuck away. But there's some people
what I was. What you got now? After you got doxed me now, what else you got? What you got now? What you got?
Right.
Fuck? Yeah, that's
and it's just weird and insane because we living in fucked up times where the most nicest person can be the most dangerous person, and you really don't even know that, and then you done triggered some shit, and now you may be on the news for getting hurt because you triggered something because you thought because a person isn't talking crazy or talking gangster shit or whatever that they're not gangster. Most of these people, look at Jeffrey Dahmer. Not trying to be funny. Who the fuck thought Jeffrey Dahmer was unaliving people and eating folks?
Look like your average white American.
Yeah, your everyday. He look like an average corny ass nerd nigga. That nigga unaliving mad fucking people and putting them in the freezer.
The Bible said that. The Bible said that the devil will come through all beautiful looking and fly looking and shit. The Bible told you that.
It's not the people that's talking that you got to be worried about. It's the people that don't be talking that you got to worry about. And I don't understand. People don't be really getting that. That's something that everybody been told in life if you've been from the hood. It's the people that's not talking that you worry about. Those is the people that are the danger. The people that's just rah, 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 or whatever and stuff is not the danger.
There's a lot of stuff motherfuckers don't be getting up on this app and this shit. A whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of common sense ain't being used up in this app. Whole lot. I just fall back and pee. I just make jokes about it. That's it. I just had somebody when I was on live, somebody hit up my Instagram and shit. And I'm like, why is this nigga hitting up my Instagram? I'll be roasting the shit out of him on the lives. Like, why is he hitting up my Instagram? So I had hit him up. And he was like, well, first he texted me and shit. He was like, yo, I ain't with the YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? We can handle this behind the scenes. So I called him. I'm like, yo, what's up? He like, yo, why you be tripping on the internet with that YouTube shit about? I'm like, bro, I just be roasting you, my nigga. Like, you taking this shit seriously? Nah, I ain't with all that shit. I ain't with all that. I'm like, my nigga, you in the dirty sector. If you ain't trying to get roasted on, my nigga, why the fuck is you in the dirty sector? You be roasting other people. You roast niggas.
Right.
You roast niggas all day, every day. You in that comment. You be roasting me in my comments. So when I roast you back, now you want to call me on YouTube? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, come on, son. What you think? I'm about to be like, yeah, nigga, I'm about to pull up and this and that. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm gonna roast you. Now that I know that me roasting you affects you. Now that I know
Now
this
you're
shit,
gonna go hard, yeah. Now I know I'm in your psyche. Now I'm a fuck with you because now you told me your
you know
Achilles
what I'm
heel.
saying? You know what
And
I'm
that's what
saying?
people don't
Come on,
understand.
man.
That's why I just move around. And it's like in this sector, it's just certain shit I'm just not used to in like the sector. Just not just this sector, just the sectors period that are dealing in drama and shit. Like I treat this shit. I don't treat it totally all the way real life, but I still move how I would move. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't move any
Right.
different than in my
Mm-hmm.
real life. So it's like if you do some whack shit to me or say some whack shit, however it is, I'll never be cool with you again. There's
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers on this shit that fucking said some stupid shit in the chat to me, and I understand where the fuck we at. But it's like I
Mm-hmm.
don't know you like that to be even talking to me like that. So now you're a dub that tried to apologize. Like, oh no, I don't find certain shit funny. So it's fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'll never. If you disrespect me, right, and fucking how should I say this? If you disrespect me and then you fall out with somebody that I was with you and y'all was talking shit, whatever the fuck it is, I'm not linking up with you. That's weak people shit. Whether you a nigga or a bitch, you know what I'm saying? If you disrespecting me, the disrespect still stays the same. People in this sector be
Mm-hmm.
trying to act like it's maturity. No, it's being pussy. It's not
Mm-hmm.
maturity. That's weak shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you gonna go beef on your fucking own, don't go link up with
Mm-hmm.
fucking people because
That
y'all
just
got a
like you.
common enemy.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is soft as baby
I
shit. Like
can't
that shit is like
stand that
what?
shit. I
Like I
can't.
would never be cool with you.
I had got cool. I had got called like that before too. I had just got done doing the live about Wax AP and shit, bombing on him. Somebody called me up ASAP. Brrr. First, they was sending me stuff and shit, all types of DMs and stuff like that, paperwork, all
Yeah.
types of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they called me up, was like, yo, I told you about them niggas, man. Whoopie whoop. Let's do a show together. Let's do a live together, this and that. And I'm like, my nigga, I look at you as you corny as hell. What you think the rest of the sector look at you as being corny as hell?
Right.
If I do a live with you, I'm gonna be just as corny like you, my nigga.
Like I
I'm
respect the
clowning Wax
people that
AP
respectfully
for
beef on their
linking up.
own.
You know what
If you
I'm
beefing on your
saying?
own, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna put no names out there, but the people that begin this shit and then go and then link up with 3, 4 other people, whether they men, women, whatever the fuck, that shit is weird to me. Like ill. You know what I'm
Corny. I could just
like,
imagine, like I'm not gonna lie, like this sector, like, man, I believe some of these niggas move like this in real life and shit. There's no way that you go to
they have
like,
to because
you
I'm
know
not
what
even
I'm
gonna hold
saying?
you.
Mm-mm.
Even with like, cause I be having like a lot of my bros and sis, you know what I'm saying, that know me in real life. You know what I'm saying, like what kind of
Mm-hmm.
time I'm on. They're
Mm-hmm.
surprised that I'm even on YouTube. I'm not gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like
They be telling me to get off. They
yeah,
be
they
telling me to get the fuck
appreciate
off.
the growth. They're like, damn, you a whole different person, sis. But then they don't be liking some of the foo la la. Like they'll be seeing it, be like, "Ew," you know what I'm saying? Like, cause they like, we
They
don't
ain't
want to
used
have to
to it.
jump out
Mm-hmm.
and stomp a motherfucker. Or, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
we want you. I'm like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be talking about shit for real. You know what I mean?
Because
So
these
it's
people, they'll make it sound believable. These motherfuckers, the way that they talk, they'll make it sound believable. They some good ass actors. Some of the men and women up in this sector, they'll talk that shit, make it sound believable. Like
yeah,
watch out your window type shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it is. It's good acting because it's living vicariously. When you in a safe space, anybody could be whoever. This is what the internet is. Anybody could be whatever the fuck they want to be. Who's to say
Right.
that you're not who the fuck you are? You know what I'm saying? Until
Mm-hmm.
you meet up with somebody and nobody is meeting up with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Not in this sector. Not in this sector.
Not just
Mm-mm.
this sector, in no sector, period, where this, because this is ain't the only sector where debauchery happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Only
yeah.
sector I'm not gonna hold you that I feel like be on some G'd up shit is the Mo 3 sector. That's the
Mo
only
three, yeah,
sector.
that's what I was just talking, thinking about that shit. That's
That's the
exactly
only
what I was thinking
sector
about.
that motherfuckers is literally meeting the fuck up, recording the shit. You understand? Like you know for
Mm-hmm.
a fact that it's not a play. Like these motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
really be beefing with each other and fighting and it be going down. But every other
Mm-hmm.
sector it's not, it's just chatter. Or people
Mm-hmm.
try to put a fight together like this is like pay-per-view or some shit. Mo 3 sector
Um,
niggas is really fighting.
Cola, what's up with the boy Bo Mayo and shit? Shout out to Just Talk Real Talk Mo. He
Oh,
had
he
did a
got
little
locked up for some for the feds or whatever stuff. He got locked up.
well for
Some
some D
possible
rugs or
scam and shit.
oh okay. That
Yeah.
nigga was wilding out here. I heard Meek Mills had shouted him out at a concert or something. That's what Justice told me.
Yeah, like and that's the thing. When they come get you, they come and get you when you about to be at your pinnacle of changing shit. You're no good to them after you changed
Yeah,
already.
yeah,
But
that's
see,
crazy. I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, that's the same nigga trying to be playing and shit. Then it said
yeah,
Bo
but
Mayo.
he's
I'm
his
like, nah,
own downfall too in a little way because that's why I say
he
people
was
let social
flashing
media
crazy. He
right.
was
And unless
flashing
you
crazy.
flashing money that you can document where the fuck that shit came from, you can't be flashing a half a mil without no explanation and you not even signed yet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's things like that. You just need to flash or not flash nothing. Like flash what you really can be like. This is what happened.
Yeah, Bo Mayo, he was flashing crazy. I'm like, yo, this nigga crazy, bro. Excuse me. This nigga crazy and shit. I hate that she catched up to him like that, but you know how that go.
Right.
You know how that go. You see that
He
whack
said
ass
that
fight last night?
that shit was trash. That shit was trash.
Super
That shit was a
trash.
play.
Super trash. Super trash. I don't think Tyson even landed a punch. Super trash, bro.
But he
I
wasn't
would have been
trying
so
to
mad
because
if I would
Tavon
have took
just
it.
explained it to us earlier because I was talking about it earlier. Tavon
Mm.
explained because I didn't even know the breakdown like that. Like I just thought that Jake was gonna get the 40 and Tyson was gonna get the 20 regardless. Tavon broke it down that if he would have knocked Jake out or the fight, no, excuse me, if the fight would have lasted one round, that Tyson would have only got 5 mil. If it
Mm.
lasted the whole all the way, that he was getting the 20. So now it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen
Mm-hmm.
Tyson train. Tyson could have knocked Jake Paul out in the first round. And it don't got nothing to do with him being 60, whatever and stuff. Because people like, oh, he's 60
58
something.
versus a 27-year-old. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yes, he's younger than him, but he's been boxing. Boxing is a skill. It's technical shit going on with boxing. It's not just throwing punches at somebody and hoping that they land. This is a nigga that
Especially when because
Mhm.
Tyson is he born with it. Jake Paul, he had to train for it. And me, at the end of the day, I'm going to the nigga that's born with it because it's in you, my nigga. It's
Right.
in you.
And that's what it is,
Mm-hmm.
where it's little ways that he can, you know what I'm saying? He can see certain, it's like playing chess. Because Tyson, this is what he's really been doing. He can see what you about to do. So he can counteract because that's what that nigga, what's the nigga that that he bit his ear off or whatever and shit. That nigga was
Evander
talking about
Holyfield.
Tyson is a
Holyfield.
defense fighter. So he can
Mm-hmm.
predict what you about to do and how to counteract shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's more important than just being able to throw a punch and hope that there's power in it when it hits.
But he wasn't throwing no, he was barely he was, mind you, he was dipping swift. He was I'm like, this nigga still got it. His legs was going quick, but I'm like, oh, this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at the nigga for getting his money and shit, but still make it entertaining.
That's
Come
like
on,
with
man.
Jake Paul. He now that's on his resume, like you fought Tyson. So whether he
Yeah.
won or lost, it's just like what Tavon said, even with him Mike being 60 and literally made 20 mil in 16 minutes. That's a
Yeah.
flex. So now
Hey, I can't hate
however it
on
would
it.
have went, they both winners at the end of the day. The
Oh
losers was
yeah.
the people that bought Netflix to see some shit or place bets. Those we well not we because my Netflix is free. You know what I'm saying? But other people, you know what I'm saying? And the best stuff, those are the losers.
Yeah, I would have been mad as shit because in the beginning of the fight, I'm not gonna lie, I seen the stadium packed. I'm like, damn, son, I should have bought some tickets for that shit after like the third round. No, by the third round, I said, I'm glad I didn't go to this shit, my nigga. I would have been. Did you hear the crowd booing? The crowd was booing. Like after the third round, the crowd was booing, and at the end of
Yeah,
the fight, the crowd was booing. Like,
I knew
no,
for a
no.
fact when the fight was over that shit was staged when they was sitting there shits and giggles and talking about each other family and then Tyson talking about Jake Paul's the real deal. Like, okay, this
That
was just all
smack
out.
was corny as hell. That smack was whack. He smacked him and then went to his knees and shit. God, Jake Paul just stood there like I'm like that smack was so light. It was a little baby smack and shit. I'm like that
It
Will Smith smack
was.
was harder. The Will Smith smack the Chris Rock was way harder than that shit.
It
I'm like,
was. I
bro.
was like, Jake Paul's face ain't even really move or do nothing. He didn't even turn red. It really wasn't hitting on shit. I'm like, okay, y'all gotta set it up or whatever. But if you go back and look at Mike Tyson training for that fight, you can tell it was a scam because the way it was supposed to go, Jake Paul would have been knocked out. Trust me, definitely in the first round. The way that
Mm-hmm.
nigga Mike with his old ass, as people want to call it, was hitting that bag and the trainer and shit, and the speed that he had that he didn't have that night, yeah, that nigga would
And
have
she
been on
was
the
dipping.
floor.
The way he was dipping them goddamn punches and shit. Mind you, Jake, he got a longer reach than Mike. The way he was dipping them punches, I was like, this nigga still got it, bro. Still got it.
Yeah,
He's still moving swift, guys. Like, I
the
thought
nigga
Tyson was
still
gonna take
train
the
every
business.
day. The nigga go to the gym and stuff. People be putting age on shit. The only bad thing about age is like frailty of your bones and shit. But if you
Colo, you
still
ain't get
this,
no backlash. You ain't get no backlash from the election.
who
You ain't get
me?
no backlash. Yeah.
Child, fuck a backlash or whatever and shit. Somebody knocking in there. Oh, you thought somebody was knocking back here? No. Mm-mm. But
uh,
nah, I really know the backlash is the sad thing is that he did more in the first 72 hours than Biden and Kamala did the whole fucking 4 years. And the gag is everybody that wanted her to win, y'all would have been really heartbroken because she was black for pay. Y'all didn't really understand it. When a person go out their way to lie in the ways that she lied, that's spooky to me. And I just didn't get it. Then it all came out. You paid Beyonce $10 million to speak for 5 minutes. She spent all that. How do you get $1 billion
but wanted and
in?
wanted to pay 50 Cent 3 million to perform. But go ahead, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oprah got $1
Mhm.
million. Everybody that performed got a good meal and better,
It was a
right?
money grab. It was a money grab. When she
Right. These
like
people gave a
70
fuck about
million,
my children. I want my children. First of all, everybody's children's is minors. By the time this nigga Trump, if y'all felt he was full of shit, was out of office, they still be kids. It's not gonna affect your kids' life the way y'all trying to act like it is, right? Now, boom. She got $1 billion in donations to run this shit, right? How the fuck do you go out 20 million in debt? And I fuck with Trump because that nigga's a cocky ass nigga. That nigga was like, yo, I'll give her the 20 mil. Cause that nigga is worth $6 billion.
hmm,
You understand? How the fuck did
hmm,
y'all listen to a person telling y'all that they're gonna drop grocery prices? They could have did that already. The grocery prices got high when Biden and her got in office.
that's a fact.
So everything that she promised that she was gonna do if she got to be president was everything that y'all already did and fucked up. And she wasn't gonna
Mm-hmm,
do that. They was gonna let 200
mm-hmm.
million fucking migrants in and give them citizenship. Because people keep acting like people is kicking out immigrants. There's a difference between immigrants and migrants. It's a total difference. Even not trying to
Fact.
be funny. It was mostly the
It's a
Venezuelans that
fact.
was turning up. It really wasn't like the
Mm-hmm.
Haitians
It's
or the
not being
African.
funny. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't dumb people. It was the Venezuelans because most of them was murderers over in
Yeah.
Venezuela.
They came straight out of prison to up over
Straight
here
out.
and shit. What you think the niggas was going to do, man? Come on now.
You kept
Come
sending
on,
them as
man.
mad homeless people in New York City, and these motherfuckers got hotels. They can just go. They getting $375 a week. That's a Burger King job,
You feel
and
me?
y'all getting that shit. If even that, you know what I'm saying? And y'all just getting that shit
Housing,
because
housing. Don't forget the housing as well too. Mm-hmm.
right.
Niggas getting everything, and we got motherfuckers here. One of my matter of fact, Latin Pain. We was on the phone earlier, and he was out, and he just broke bread with a veteran and shit. And I was just thinking, like, wow, son, there's still
Right,
veterans
it's
out there
mad the
fucked up.
homeless veterans, people that fought for this fucking country, and all this shit. They crazy because of bombs and shit and everything like that. Them being in war is what fucked with their brains, and ain't nobody over here trying to help shit. Like, come on now, y'all can't be that fucking for real. And like I said, and people thought I was lying when I put that picture up with her in her McDonald's uniform. That should
Mm-hmm.
tell y'all that that's not a person that y'all want to run your country, that they're not good under pressure. Because all Trump had to do was say that you didn't work at McDonald's because y'all was mad he was handing out some French fries and shit. You kept being in competition with this nigga. That nigga ran her the whole fucking race. Everything that he said that she didn't do, you trying to prove to this nigga that you did. So y'all went as far because there's proof. I gotta put that other video up on the website. The lady that she stole the picture is somehow related to Reagan. So you mean to tell me you went and took a dead person's picture and photoshopped your face on it because Trump told you that you didn't work at McDonald's in the 80s? Bitch, you didn't. So you should have just been on like I didn't. And that's it. Okay, yeah, you're right. He's right. I didn't work at McDonald's. What did that matter who worked at McDonald's? You feel what I'm saying? How does that
Mm-hmm.
make that person a better or worse president, whether they worked at McDonald's or not? And you fell for the bait. Then people didn't see the code switching. Code switching is only for people like us that's trying to get
Mm-hmm.
into them doors and get into them places that you're already there. You're running for the presidency. You're already there. You don't need to code switch no fucking more. And then there's not, and it's a level to code switching. Like when we be sitting there like, okay, yes, and like that, it's that. Like, I'm not gonna go talk to a Haitian person and put on a Haitian accent, and then go talk to a Puerto Rican person and put on a Puerto Rican accent, and then go, that's what she was doing. Whoever she was talking to, that
That's a
is
fact. That's a
sociopath
fact.
behavior.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I ain't like the fact that she ain't do her speech after she knew that she lost. Somebody else had to do her speech.
Right.
I'm like, yo, she's a
Because
sore
she
loser.
didn't
And this
give
is
a
the
fuck
pop. This
about
is
none of them people.
the example
She
that you set for America. Like you can't even do your
Cause she
speech.
didn't
Like
give a fuck. And that's the thing. She'd have been better just coming there with her regular mixed self. Nobody, and that's the thing that people did not get. She was not pandering to just, she wasn't showing like I'm black, because technically speaking, she is black. You understand?
mm-hmm,
Because just like there's
mm-hmm,
people in India that's blacker than me. There's people all over the world in places that you don't think there's black people that are blacker than me. So you are
mm-hmm.
black, yes, baby girl, but you're not the American, you're not
She
African
ain't for us.
American.
She
She's
ain't
trying to be
for us. She black, but she ain't for us though. She ain't for us.
She not, but I'm just trying to
Mm-hmm.
say, well, everything that she was doing was trying to get in the good graces of African American black women. It wasn't for the whole of black women across the globe. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
for the Dominican and the Cuban and the Puerto Rican and it wasn't for none of that. You kept trying to gear towards us. You getting Megan Thee Stallion. That was the first embarrassing thing that you did, because the world
Oh
already
my
think African
god.
American women is thoughts and hoes. So you
Oh
went
my
and got some
god.
bitch to
Wasn't she
twerk to body.
fighting? She
Hmm?
was fighting, right? At one of them rallies or party, Megan Thee Stallion. They said she was
No, I didn't
fighting.
hear about that. It was just the fact that she's up there
Mm-hmm.
twerking and shit. That was just
Mm-hmm.
wild to me. You know what I'm saying? In a
Oh, at
crop
that
top.
concert, right? At that
Yeah.
concert. Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
you went and
Oh
got Globe.
god.
That's where all the money went to. The money went to concerts. She could have did one, being that her and her counterpart, Mr. Biden, are the cause of all the problems in America right now and whatever. She could have just gave her people one thing, a grace thing. You could have showed one thing that you could have changed. And like I said, if you trying to be black so bad, when that man in Missouri, when they found out that he really didn't unalive that white lady, and people was trying to get his thing turned around so that he didn't get unalived with the death penalty, that was your
Mm.
time to do something and step in. But the people that's the supporters, no, it has to go through the steps. That's bullshit. Because when Trump was president before, he freed 3,100 people. Everybody focused on Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. He freed regular ass motherfuckers, but that's not interesting to put in the news. So there's not no, it wasn't nothing in the way for them to stop them from unaliving that man. That it was proof he did not. He's in jail. He really wasn't supposed to be in jail. You understand? That was your big fuck you, or however, that was to show that you was really for people. Then people are creatures of habit. Her whole thing when she was a prosecutor, it was about locking up poor minorities, whether it was drug
Mm.
stuff. And then there was a whole video that I posted with her
So
laughing
proud of that shit.
when she was
I heard
locking up
about that.
parents for truancy. She
I
had
heard
locked
about
this
that.
lady up who daughter had sickle cell or something, and her daughter was in the hospital for some weeks, right? It's documented that my child is in the hospital with sickle cell, right? You lock me up. The lady lost her job. It was a chain of effects of downward spiral shit. Long story short, her daughter ends up having to go to ACS or some shit because she couldn't take care of, because you went and did that dumb shit. And then most of us, when we was in high school or whatever and stuff, we were all cutting school. You think our parents knew about that shit? Most of these people that be doing truth, their parents don't fucking know they at work. They don't fucking know that their kid is not going to school and stuff. And then you went and got the gang people and the murder units to come lock up regular ass people that ain't never been to jail before. That goes to show that where her brain was at, she can't function no budget or function no money. And like I said, I'll be damned. I have $1 billion and be 20 million in the hole. That math don't even math correctly. What did you do
She
with the
done
rest
came
of the
up now.
money? You
Mm-hmm. She
understand?
done came up now.
You 20,
She
and
done
that's
came
20
up.
million of your own money in debt. That's wild. That's wild. But nobody wants to talk about that. And then her people be making her look even stupider because whoever that black man is that was working with her talking about, oh, Biden, you should just whatever they call that shit so that she can be the president by default and be the 47th president by default for the next 30 days. Child, get the fuck out of here. What are y'all talking about? Soon as this nigga got into office, and then even with this whole thing, everybody keep talking about, oh my God, Project 2025. Most of y'all didn't even read that shit. It's a 900-page manual.
I
All
heard
the shit
Trump
that,
specifically say that he ain't got nothing to do with that
no,
shit.
but they
I
keep
heard that
trying to
shit
throw
came
him
out.
with it because his vice president got something to do with it. You understand?
Mm,
But the thing about it is it's not as crazy as the Democrats tried to make it. I went and I started reading it already. See, I don't listen
mm.
to what people be talking about. I go myself. I went, it's on Google. Anybody can read the shit if they want to. Most of these people is not gonna sit there. They rather just pass regurgitated information that they heard from somebody else and hope that it's for real. In the
Yeah, it's
first place,
down
when
in
they
like a
talking
mini
about the
book. I have read some of it too. There's a
yeah, when
lot of
they
shit.
talking about that whole welfare shit, no, Trump is not getting rid of welfare. What Trump is trying to do is take it back to like in the 80s. In the 80s, when you had food stamps and cash assistance and whatever and all that other shit, you had to still do a certain amount of hours every week. You wasn't just
Yeah,
getting that shit just because you said you ain't got no fucking money and was sitting on the house for generations with free
yeah.
money. That's
At
what's
least
the
a
part of
part-time
making
job and
America
shit.
great. We all
Yeah, at
have
least
to
a
fucking work.
part-time.
All of
Mm-hmm.
us. You understand? Even whether it's a person that can work the 40 hours or somebody working 5 hours to get their fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he talking about. Ain't nobody getting rid of none of that shit that everybody, the Democrats went and told people that people was getting rid of. Then with that whole police purge shit that they kept talking about, child, please. This is a democracy. So if he got on some purge shit, y'all don't think that he would be impeached? Like, stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Hey, ENY sis, like people is just dumb. Like you can't just hate a person so bad that you'll overlook fuckery because you just don't like the person like that. Even with the whole race thing, y'all kept calling this nigga a racist, but the gag was people that were Kamala supporters were more racist or fucked up towards their own people than Trump supporters were. Y'all were out here calling people coons and all this house nigga
What
shit.
word is bond? Word
You
is
understand?
bond. It
Like
was. Word is
y'all was the
bond. It
ones
was.
talking that shit,
Word is
trying to shame people
bond.
into a vote.
Word is bond. It was. God, calling niggas cool just for going with Trump and shit. Word is bond.
Oh, you's a house nigga. Then you got Obama dumbass up there. If you a black man and you don't vote, this goes back to when Biden said that fucking shit. Biden said the same shit when he first was running for president. That if you don't vote for him, you not black. This a whole white man telling you black
Word.
people that if you don't vote for him, you not black. And y'all voted. And y'all voted.
Now you tell me what the fuck sound crazy and shit. Him saying that like go
They
pause.
wild me up on TikTok. I put a fucking shit up about this bitch. Just why I said most of these Kamala supporters, they think because a lot of them went to college and got like a bachelor's degree or maybe two. Most of these people, see, people be trying to flex with college degrees, but then don't really be doing shit with their stuff. Because anybody can get a college degree. It's memorization. It's the people that are actually using that shit in their day to day. And even some of them is a little slow. I'm not gonna hold you because they lack common sense. Common sense is more important than I'm not trying to be funny, being book smart at this point. Because you can memorize something in the book, but how do you apply that shit in a real life situation? You can't apply all
Mm-hmm.
that shit to real life situations. You understand? So most of
Mm-hmm.
them feel like because they went to college or whatever that they know better and all that, and y'all look dumb as fuck. Because I got a strike on TikTok, right? I did a
Mm-hmm.
video and I posted a picture. This is the first picture that she put out when she started campaigning. It was her at a soul food restaurant taking pictures of her shaking some hot sauce. Mind you, the hot sauce is not even over the food. This is the pay attention to detail shit that people don't even pay attention to. There was a whole photo opportunity of you eating soul food. That's pandering to black people. We eat soul food. People eat soul food every fucking day. Who needs to take a photo op and get a photographer and lights and cameras of you eating some fucking soul food, right? I didn't say shit to nobody about that fucking hot sauce, Sean. I didn't say anything. I put the picture up and I said, see, this right here is why I don't like this girl. I didn't call her a bitch. I didn't say not a curse word or nothing. I said
Yeah.
she is pandering to black people. All the Kamala supporters came in there. Y'all was hyper focused on that hot sauce. They was like, oh, but white people eat hot sauce too. I'm like, I just gave up at one point in the fucking comment section because I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck about the hot sauce. I don't give a fuck that she eating soul food. She can eat what the fuck she want. I give a fuck that she made a photo opportunity and she promoted herself with this shit. I give a fuck
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Y'all over here talking to me
yeah.
about some fucking hot sauce. I didn't say shit to y'all about nothing that was on that fucking plate. It was the fact of what it represented. So it goes to show that a lot of these people that were supporting her is not as bright as what the fuck they saying, because y'all went and read way deeper into my post than what the fuck it was. Talking about I'm saying she not allowed to eat hot sauce. What? What? And then y'all reported my shit. And then I'm mad my shit got taken down because some little goofy bitch in there, she added some bigger TikToker. This nigga got like 2 million followers and shit. That's supposed to be a Kamal
Mhm.
supporter. So he's supposed to wild me up. No, that's how ass backward y'all are. Yes, he probably would have wild me up, but I'm gonna get more followers. That's all you would have did. Cause I'm still
Two
gonna live my
million
life.
followers, and he was about to
Yeah.
have, and he's about to start popping shit to you. Good
Yeah, but
God.
they went so hard and reported my shit that the video ended up
Oh,
getting
before he
taken
gets to
down.
you.
I had some
Damn, that
weird
would have
nigga
been
that was
good
like, oh,
advertising.
and it's like you can't get me mad because y'all niggas is weird. Because the one nigga that did get to get a video off was like, you gay as fuck. Because any nigga, I'm sorry, niggas that be focused on bitches' hair, whether it's weaves, wigs, real, if you too focused on feminine shit, you gay to me. I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about nothing that got to do with women shit. Cause that's
Mm-hmm.
very feminine to me. So the nigga did a what you call it? I forgot what a stitch video on there. He was like, oh, well, your plastic wig is aggravating me. Bitch, you sound stupid because I don't own plastic wigs, baby boy. So I went right over and comment on his shit, like, and you sound gay because this wig, this is human hair. Like, you wanted me to be so mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kamala don't give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck about none of y'all. You see, she paid Beyonce $10 million to talk about bullshit for 5 minutes. You think she gave y'all niggas some shit? The way y'all was trying to swinging things? Fuck out of here. Sounds stupid as fuck.
$10
Stupid as
million
fuck.
dollars they was gonna pay. That's why 50 didn't do that performance and shit, y'all, because he was about to get
He a
that 3
real one because he
million.
know what time it is. Because if you gotta pay
Mm-hmm.
for people to talk good about you, then you not good. Because
Well,
Trump
that's
ain't
a
have to pay
fact.
nobody. And Trump came to the hood. Trump came to the Bronx twice and was chilling in the fucking bodega barbershops and shit. He ain't have social security all around his fucking ass because Trump a smart nigga. That nigga knew ain't them shooters and stuff that stuff that was happening and people trying to assassinate him. That was happening around you white people. When he's going over to y'all areas and shit. Them niggas ain't coming to no hood and trying to shoot no fucking Trump. You don't know if you're gonna get shot at,
That-
shot back. You not gonna come to
That's
the
a
hood with that
fact.
dumb shit. That's like on Halloween when me and my husband was taking the kids out and we was out with Pop, his brother and his cousins. You know, family thing, the aunts and stuff. That's what we do every year or whatever and stuff. It was a man that was supporting Trump. It was like a Trump headquarter thing and stuff. That's what I mean. The Kamala people, y'all is the racist people because we like, yeah, go Trump, MAGA. You know what I'm saying? Because we hood is a bitch. The hood is jacking Trump. That's real
That's
nigga
a
shit.
fact.
You understand?
That's a
So
fact.
you know the man shook my husband's hand so hard and hugged him and was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad. Hey Harlem, I'm glad to see y'all because I've been being called racist all day, and I'm just sitting here at this table. You understand why you calling a white person racist and they just sitting there minding their fucking business? Half the
Mm-hmm.
like what are y'all doing? I felt so bad for that man because us being black people, you know what I'm saying, and said something nice to him, and that made this nigga whole day. This shit is like 8 o'clock at night.
He
Hey
was,
Ron,
yeah, I swear those Kamala, those, cause I was, we had some supporters in the sector and stuff. We had Black to the P and Cuba. They was going dumb hard. You know them niggas that be like, I'm moving out the country if Trump become president and all that
ain't
shit. You know what I'm
nobody
saying? They
moving
would go
nowhere.
dumb. Dumb. I'm talking about placing bets up and everything and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was, oh man, when she didn't get elected, niggas still was talking shit. You know, it was like their hearts was broken and shit. Cause the way
People
that
was
they was gonna go
upset, and
dumb
then
hard with her.
then what
Mm-mm.
makes them mad? Hit a Kamala supporter with actual factual shit. They don't know how they get real upset, and that's when they start calling you a coon and you ignorant and all this dumb shit. Or I didn't hear it. Everything I don't like about Kamala is the shit that was presented to me by Kamala.
The cool shit
Then
I didn't like, but I was laughing it off. I was laughing it off, but I didn't like that. Like, what the fuck
Then
you
with
mean
fucking
cool?
Candace Owen, I never liked that girl. I was like, oh, you trying to be white girl, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever and stuff. She broke Kamala all the way down. Kamala been who lies about their grandparents?
Candace be speaking facts. She be she
But
be
she
she be
went and
doing her
was
due
interviewing
diligence.
people that Kamala said were her family, and these motherfuckers was like, we don't know this bitch. Kamala's family, in
Wow.
because people gotta remember back in the days when, for instance, even in America, when slavery was abolished or was supposed to have been abolished, right? You would have thought that the black people got to all run free. That's not what happened. The black people that saved their little coins and stuff was still holding the other black people as slaves to work on their shit. Let's talk about it. You understand what I'm saying? So in places like Jamaica, where she's supposed to be from, they was having indentured service and was having so-called slaves, basically paying people nothing to work at their house. You understand? Her family comes from fucking money, and that's what the fuck it was. That lady in that picture that she kept telling all you motherfuckers was her grandmother that clearly looks black was not. Then when she got pushed in a corner with Shannon Sharp, but Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying, was a dick sucker because you supposed to keep punching on that. Because everybody kept asking her, or do you identify as African American? Are you black? She dances around that. You ask her if she Indian, she don't dance around that shit. You understand? So now you know what her answer was to why she's black and how she's black, instead of how I just said earlier, she black because she's Indian and she's her skin color, she's black. You could have just said that. You understand? What she said was, I was in the hood. The community made me black because the people that I looked up to and everything. But y'all the same people that when Rachel Dolezal little white ass came out with some box braids, y'all was upset. She's trying to play in the black woman face. Oh my God, that white lady got an extra tan and stuff. She grew up in the hood too. She grew up more in the hood than Kamala did, and y'all was upset. So why y'all not upset about Kamala playing blackface and cosplay with y'all?
She said the baby black. Oh my God, sir. I'm so glad she lost. I ain't even gonna say Trump won. I'm just so glad that she lost and shit.
Right, Ron,
I
and she
seen a
can't
lot of
even
YouTube.
talk. That's the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? She be sitting there, all that goofy ass laughing and shit. Everything ain't fucking funny. That's like when she was going to Hot 97.
They was killing her about her laugh. They was killing
Yeah.
her.
She going to the black people. She talking all this. Yeah, me and Stacey Johnson, my friend Stacey Johnson. We was friends since kindergarten. We was taking my grandpa's cutlass and going to the club. Why you gotta talk like that? Then you over on Howard Stern. Howard, you don't know about Formula One racing? This guy is the greatest. Why are you talking like that? That's weird to me. That's some psychiatric shit that you need to figure out. Y'all worry about these motherfuckers pressing the button. Y'all better worry about this bitch getting on her period and being mad and pressing a goddamn button. She don't know who the fuck she is. Y'all just, and that's the problem with us as a people. We just want anybody that we think is us or look like us in higher places because we think that's gonna help us, and it don't never fucking help us. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's like with Eric Adams. Look what we doing. Everybody just be voting for people because they black. Don't vote for some real shit that they did. She has no resume of no positive shit that she did for black people whatsoever.
And this is who they would do. This is who they voted for, girl, with her own money. 100. Because I'm looking at the post right now. 100 million of her own money. Now she $20 million in debt. I mean, $1 billion. This is $1 billion.
And that was donated, Sean. So that was $1 billion free dollars. And you 20 million in debt. But this bitch was going to fucking make eggs go from $9 back to $3 or some shit. She's going to be the math teacher to fix the budget. Y'all crazy? She'd have been in office. Eggs would have been a delicacy. Only rich motherfuckers would have been able to eat eggs. Eggs would have been fucking $30 a carton fucking with her.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You got all these migrants, the Venezuelan migrants over there taking over apartment complexes and graping folks and unaliving them. And she the one and her people let them the fuck in. And y'all okay, but see, most of the people that was okay with it, they didn't live in places where they was getting bused to. I needed them motherfuckers gone. I don't give a fuck about nothing else that Trump was talking about. I don't care about no stimmy. I don't care about none of that shit. I need these migrants to fuck out my face because I have to worry about going places and having weapons on me and possibly getting stopped and then going to jail for just having something on me because I'm worried about a migrant taking me in a fucking dark alley somewhere and graping me and killing me. No, thank you. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight on that. The motherfucker, these two migrant niggas raped this woman on the Coney Island boardwalk. Hit her boyfriend in the head with a pipe when he was trying to stop her. I mean, stop them from doing something. And this is on Coney Island. You know how crowded Coney Island is? These niggas is different. So until something like that happens, it's just like, man, it's white people it happened to too. So it's not even like it's some hood shit. This one white lady, her daughter used to be taking a jog or her regular jog that she been taking for years. You understand? Getting home safe. Thank you, ENY, getting home safe, living her life. The nigga, the migrant, and I'm putting Venezuelan on it because that's the thing. The Venezuelans fucked it up for all the rest of the people because you don't hear nothing about the other people because it's other people that was migrants here. It's other countries that got their migrants fucking here. It's African migrants, it's Haitian migrants, it's what you call it, Middle Eastern migrants. It's a lot of these migrants, but it's the fucking Venezuelans one that's turning this shit upside down. So for her and her homeboy to be talking about we gonna let 200 million people in and give them citizenship, ain't nobody fucking stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. And then y'all, because y'all want a black woman so bad. Hey, Eve Booski, because y'all want a black woman so bad that's not even fucking black. You understand? And then what kills me even more, because when I put up a little funny meme or whatever, so if somebody came in my thing, oh, y'all all laughing now, but Trump in 2 years, see what's gonna fucking happen. No, that shows how stupid you motherfuckers are, because why would you want to hope that this nigga fail? Because we all in the same boat. So if he
Hold on,
failed,
hold on.
you fail
They said
too.
that she spent 654 million on this company. Company provides advertising, intelligence, and data solutions. And it says, but BSC's filing show that the campaign also spent 20 million on almost identical to its reported that on concerts and celebrity appearances in the final days before the election.
Right. What the fuck did we need? And not trying to be funny. That's when I was seeing how much money was getting thrown at her. She broke records with
She
donations.
paid
No,
Oprah. She paid Oprah. It says FEC filing suggests the campaign paid 1 million to Oprah Winfrey production company. Oprah has denied that she received any money. Not true. I was paid nothing ever. The
of
talk
course they
show.
gonna say that shit because it makes their character look crazy. Cause now you can't
Mm-hmm.
be trusted because you got a price tag. So of course they gonna say that shit. But that's when I was sitting there like, yo, that's how much she thinks about us as fucking black people, that she gonna get some people to shuck and jive on a stage, and we gonna vote for her because that make her black, because she got Glorilla up there talking about some Glow, and not trying to be funny. You made everybody performance
She
look
had
like
Gorilla
shit.
up there. She ain't had
Yes.
Gorilla up there.
Towards the
Oh
end, the
my
last the
god.
last rally she had with her fake concert,
Gorilla.
and Glorilla up there, Glow. And how you know how hard it was for poor little Glorilla to edit her goddamn song. Can you imagine how much energy that takes? Bitch, you gonna pay me a couple million too if I gotta
Oh
sing
no,
a
no, that's
song.
50 Cent thing. That's 50 Cent. It was Trump. My bad. Trump was trying to get 50 Cent on it. It wasn't her.
No,
It
but
was
still, it's like at the end of the day, it's like, girl, everything that he was trying to do is just like not trying to be funny. Everything that Trump did that we all liked, like, oh, we need some more of that back. We're into that and stuff. She was trying to act like she can do or was gonna do. So, like I said,
Hold
you
on.
was trying. Mhm.
Look at her celebrity performances that she had. John Bon Jovi, Christina Aguilera, Katy Perry, Megan Thee Stallion, and Lady Gaga. You got Megan Thee Stallion to represent the black people, and the rest of these people who is white and shit.
She was
Beyonce
trying,
didn't
and that's
perform.
the
She
thing.
only talked, right? Beyonce
Yeah,
just
she was
talked. She
trying
didn't
to make
perform.
it all mixy and mingly and be fucking fake. That's like how like that Detroit shit. I did a short on it. On her code switching, how her shit is immaculate. Like, girl, you doing too much. She was in, and this is the thing nobody paid attention to. She was never speaking from the heart. When she was doing a lot of these speeches and shit, she just was repeating the same as she memorized a speech and repeated it. The only thing that she changed was how she would say it, depending on who the people was. When she was around her Indian people, she don't even talk Indian good. She don't even got a good Indian accent. Not trying to be funny. She got up there, was in Detroit. She didn't go visit no black small businesses, no nothing, none of that shit. No, didn't went nowhere. She went up on the thing. You better thank you, union worker girl. You know what I'm saying? Or you being disrespectful because all of us black people don't even sound like that, girl. So you really just disrespected black people the whole fucking time, and people just want to overlook shit. Oh, Trump is a racist. I don't want to hear about that Brooklyn, Central Park 5 shit, not trying to be funny. Because if we think, you see how I'm talking about the Venezuelans, does that make me a racist? Because I don't like grape? You understand?
Mhm,
Nobody knew
mhm.
whether they was innocent or not back then. So he put the money up. It wasn't like he made a billboard and said, lock these black niggas up or lock these jungle monkeys up. But Biden, see, this is the thing when people don't do they due diligence and backward checks on shit.
You
Biden
ain't
in
black.
70 something, when they was integrated in 60 something, it was the late 60s to early 70 something. They was integrated in some type of school that his kids was in. That nigga said, I don't want my school integrated with my kids because it's going to turn into a jungle. That's not racist. They call us monkeys. Monkeys live in the jungle. Why would it be?
Fuck,
Why would
man.
the school turn? You get what I'm saying? But nobody talk about that shit, or they know about it, but they don't want to because they don't like. What people don't really like is Trump's personality because he's got a
Yeah,
fuck you personality. That's what it is.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he, like I said, maybe he felt he was wrong what he did to the Central Park Five when he put up them billboards trying to find them. Because it was about
But
trying to find these.
at that time, the case was going on. They wasn't found guilty at that time. They
Right.
just talking
You
about that
understand?
that was going on. Yeah.
Right. But when a person don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's just like when we was talking about earlier about the nigga that came on China shit. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And K-Flock got an open case going on. So whatever you say, it can sway people. But maybe that's why he freed all these fucking black people later on in life. Just like there's stories of people that was homeless and destitute and they have no money for their family. And this nigga gave them jobs. Good jobs. Not talking about come sweep my floors or whatever. You understand? Nobody want to talk about the factual of shit. They want to keep talking shit that they think makes sense of what they talking about, and it don't make sense. It's just like with the whole abortion ban shit. The abortion ban has been going on since Biden and them got in office. It's more states had added more to the ban when
Been
they
hearing about
came.
that forever. I've been hearing about
Yeah.
that bullshit.
But then they talking about,
Forever.
oh, but if Trump go, you ain't gonna have no choice on your body. Y'all don't got no choice now. So who fault is that? Y'all don't want to say nothing about Biden and Kamala though. That's you're saying you can look up on Google abortion map, United States abortion map. There's probably 5 states where you can freely just go get an abortion. And like I said on the live before, no shade to nobody. The people I feel like you should definitely get an abortion, no question asked, is if you got raped or some pedo shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But if you hotting and thotting and whatever, and you running around the street and you want to wait until you like 6 months pregnant and some type of bullshit, and you
That's
decide the
murder.
nigga ain't for you,
Murder.
you don't want the kid no more. No, you don't deserve a fucking
Murder.
abortion because there's day after pills
Mhm.
and shit. You're playing with a human being. You understand? Don't
That's
nobody
murder
give a
right
fuck
there.
about that.
That's murder. That ain't no.
Right.
That's murder.
Those is the people
Hmm.
that's all up in the uproar, like, oh, but that could be, people on today was like, oh, all for that whole hot sauce shit that they was running amok about on TikTok. Oh, the boy, that could be you, a young lady. That could be you, or that could be your. No, it can't be me because I'm married and I took care of that. I'm not having no more kids. Pop is the last of the Mohegans. So it can't be me. And if it is my niece or my whoever, you understand? I feel like I told them and taught them and gave them game. If you don't fucking want to go with the shit and you want to be thotting and bopping and shit, that's not my problem. That's they shit they gonna have to go through. I'm not gonna feel shit. I'm not gonna feel sad like, oh my god, my niece, she was over here fucking and sucking all this dick and raw and didn't care about herself or got birth control or none of that fucking shit. I'm not gonna feel shit. I'm not gonna feel nothing. And then some of the people that died is because they went across the border somewhere to go to another state where they can do the shit, and whatever went wrong there, they came back. And then the people, you came back to the state that had the stipulations that you knew you couldn't do the shit in the first place. That's why you went to where you went. Duh. Wouldn't you go back to the state so that they could fix your shit over where you got it done? Anybody stupid? Please. They ain't gonna be shit they got to do with cola or cola gang.
Hmm.
Exactly, ENY. And that's what they there for you. And you know what I'm saying? You don't even got to get a prescription to get a plan B. You could go right into Walgreens or wherever the fuck it is. So if you want to live that lifestyle, I don't judge you. But be smart about that shit. Don't act like people supposed to be sad and feel away when shit don't go how it's supposed to
Plan
go.
B, Plan Bs used to be restricted. Plan Bs used to be restricted to only females with IDs, and they used to be behind the counters. Nowadays, if the Plan Bs is right in the aisles, anybody
Right.
can buy that shit now. Word is born.
You
Shorty
just
used to
walk
have
on in.
ID to go
Yeah, you
get the
just take it off and
thing.
you pay
Word is
for it,
born.
and then you're done. You
Nah,
understand? This ain't that. And then to try and put that shit on Trump, something on Trump that's already actively happened under the people who asses y'all licking, is wild. Is wild. So why wasn't these abortion things taken care of under this administration? The fuck is y'all talking about? Then talking about the whole, y'all was upset about the fence he was talking about. Yeah, you know how many people the cartel sneak into the borderlines of the United States, like Texas and all that, like the shit that they share the border with, and be stealing people
mm,
kids and holding them for ransom and shit like that. That's this what
mm-hmm.
the fuck is going on. It ain't just some people copping the border to pick oranges and shit. No, these motherfuckers is doing crime. The Fenty. That's like with him talking about the death penalty. He not talking about people selling apes and selling low grade crack and shit a little bit. He not talking about them. Y'all motherfuckers is safe. He's talking. Shut up, shut up, Latin. But fucking, He's talking about people that like cartel. Like he's talking about people that is got the big weight. The people that is funding the shit for real. He don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah, Black Pimp,
Exactly. Human.
he right there. He right
Right,
there. He be
human
seeing the
trafficking,
motherfucker.
all of that. But they don't talk about that in the news. That's what the fuck he was talking about with closing them borders. That's why that borders artist there, they was trying to trip him up, talking about some, oh, so what happens? Don't you think that's separating families? And I feel this nigga, that nigga got the swag. He said, nah, we not separating families. They can go with them. Which is the truth. Which is the truth. If your kid is born here, there's procedures that you can do to become a citizen. You don't just get to sit the fuck here and then you went and had a kid, and that's how people was doing. They was coming here having a kid, and now by default you're a citizen because your kid is here, because people wasn't trying to separate shit. No, it's not. All them
Nah.
girls that was getting $5,000 and $10,000 to marry motherfuckers to be in his age, all that shit is over. That shit is
Yeah,
a
remember
wrap.
them days? Remember them days? Remember them days? That was a come up right there. I
That's you,
remember
Yo,
them
Latin.
days.
Okay.
real quick story, ma. Check this out. When I first moved out here, like almost 5 years ago, 4 years or some shit like that, now, right? I don't know what's that sound. That's not me though.
Oh wait, let me put my mic on. That might be my fan because I'm a little hot.
When I first came out here, right, like I was here like a month or two. You heard we used to live off Dyer in this place called Desert Palms, right? It was like the projects, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like projects in New York. They built buildings and shit. But anyway, when I first moved out here, I was here for like a month or two. I was walking my pit bull in the nighttime, right? And this pickup truck hooked up too and all that fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Just pulled up on the curb out of nowhere. It's like almost like a freeway where I'm at, right? But it's not. It's a block, but it's one of them fast driving blocks. The car pulled up on the sidewalk. It was driving and it was fighting in the car, right? This dude, the door opened up, the passenger door opened up, and this brolic Mexican dude pushed the girl out the car, you heard? Big lifted truck, she fell, bust her ass. Now I'm a little distance away, but I'm watching it. I got my dog with me. So I start walking over there like, yo, what the fuck? Because I saw her. It was a prostitute shorty too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, long story short, he drove off, but he drove down the block, made a U-turn, and came back. But he was on the other side of the street now. I asked the girl if she was all right. She ain't speaking no English. She ran from me back to the truck, yo, and got back in it and left. 2 days later, her picture was at a store over here. You heard she was missing. You heard she was human trafficking shit. She was a prostitute, probably on drugs, left her family for some crazy nigga. And you see that shit on the news all the time. Like if you watch the local news in El Paso, you'll see that shit like human trafficking, you know what I'm saying, cocaine bust, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit. Because the cartel niggas, they bring kids through here, drugs through here, fentanyl, coke, you know what I'm saying, that should be on the news. And if they got beef with you, they feel like they don't even just get you, like they'll get your family and shit too, or anybody connected that they think could say something.
Right. And they open the floodgates. And this is the thing with all these Kamala supporters that want to tell somebody about something. Go back and look the first 30 days when they started this whole migration situation and seeing what was going on in Venezuela. Because I went to look. I said, what the hell is going on that's so crazy in Venezuela that they need to migrate all these people here, right? So I go and look. It's poverty that's going on. Poverty is going on all over the fucking world, right? Correct? Now, boom. Venezuela dropped 72% in crime, in violent crime, in the first 30 days of them migrating these motherfuckers here. It's not rocket science to know that they sent all the criminals here. That's all they did. That they did what Castro did in the 80s to Florida. Like, okay, cool. You said we supposed to do something in America. We got you. We're going to let these people come. We're going to open an insane asylum. We're going to send all of them to y'all in boatloads. So now our country is perfect again and we can start from scratch without trash. That's what they did. You on mute, Sean.
They fucked me up with that Venezuela stuff. When they crimes went there, yo, they fucked me up with that. Cause I was gonna want to know if they was gonna report on it or not and shit. But when they reported it, I'm like, oh my god, son. And ain't nobody getting mad at this shit. Y'all still
No,
want to
we have
vote
a
for this
new
lady?
gang in New York because of Kamala and Biden. We have enough gang shit going on. And like I tell people, I don't care what nobody's talking about. Foreign criminals are way different than us criminals here because we got shit to lose or think about losing. Some of us is
Mm-hmm.
just crash dummies, but them motherfuckers is really eating rats and roaches and stuff like that on a day to day. I'm not even trying to be funny. So their crime is different. They'll walk around and chop your head off with a machete and don't feel nothing about it. Most people here
Third
is
world
Indian and
crime is
shooting
very
people.
different.
Right.
Third world crime is very
To
different.
stab
Straight up.
somebody or chop their head off is a different type of wow. Because anybody can shoot somebody. That's what people don't get. You could be down the block and shoot somebody. To get up on
It's
somebody's
easy. It's
body
easy.
and
Yeah, that's
stab them,
easy.
that's a different type of animal. And this is
Mm-hmm.
what these motherfuckers is doing daily. It's just like when we was not minding our business in the Middle East. Our kids is watching Mickey Mouse and Barney. Their kids is watching a Mickey Mouse playoff and a Barney playoff, but they jumping around with an AK-47 talking about unalive us. You understand? It's not the same childhood. None of this shit is the same. I don't want to deal with them type of criminals. I'd rather just deal with the criminals that's here already.
Word is
And
on.
Trump is about to
And
open up,
everywhere.
conceal carry across state lines and shit. That's one of our amendments that they stole from us for generations. All of us is
What you
supposed to have
mean?
a
What you
right
mean?
to.
If we got a license in
If you got
Texas,
a
what?
license in New York and you want to go to Arizona, you can get on the plane with your shit. You can go wherever the fuck you want to go in the states, and
Mm,
can't nobody question you about it.
mm.
You understand? That's a constitutional right. That's in the Constitution that we have the right to bear arms. He's giving us our shit back. It's just like with him talking about that making America great. He's trying to make it where there's more two-family households and shit now. So he's trying to regress us, but regress us in a time that we got more shit. Because think about it. When the Democrats started getting on the fuck shit, that's what broke the black family up, the minority families up, because we're not going to help you with food stamps and everything like that and help your husband or whoever too. We're not going to help y'all as a family unit. That nigga got to go. So now women start feeling like we don't need niggas. We the breadwinners. Fuck this shit because we're getting the bread because you can't be in this house. So we gonna come on go on dates and stuff, or you gotta hide in the closet. Most of these people wasn't deadbeat dads and just left their fucking kids. It was financially best for their kids to fucking leave. You understand? We supposed to be Republicans. So when people like, oh, black people, we're not Democrats. If you go back in your history, it was the Republicans that was fighting to get us the right to vote. It was the Democrats at the poll scaring to hang us and all this other shit when we became free people. And then somewhere down the line, the shit got twisted. It's just like with Planned Parenthood and stuff. Y'all want people to have all these abortions and stuff because y'all want to get rid of us, but you're going to let 200 million migrants and their children come here, though?
Word is on.
Your population controlling on us, but you're going, you would no, it's as backwards. And they'll never explain it. They'll tell you you gotta go through the steps of government. It wasn't Kamala and Biden's fault. That's bullshit. Because this nigga is not even all the way to president yet. And he's already changed it. That transgender shit is fucked up. You understand? Like, y'all keep trying
What
to
you talk
take the
about
rights away
for the
from.
sports and shit, right? The transgender for the sports.
No, that's fucked up too. But did she pass a bill that if you're transgender and you commit a crime and you get locked up, that you can get gender reassignment for free on the taxpayer dollars? Because you know when people go to jail, you get free medical care. So like if you got dental work you can get all that. But see, we're used to the regular inmates doing regular shit.
Mm-hmm.
Getting your yick cut off and turned into a vajayjay. Now I don't mean to be crass by saying that, but like I said, I took a sip and I don't know any other way to say the shit or whatever. That
Mm-hmm.
shit starts at $50,000. So you mean to tell me that the person that's transgender that committed a crime, that did something obviously wrong to be in jail, gets rewarded with a 50K surgery, for free? Where does that make sense? And then they put them in a female facility after they do it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
see, that's a problem
You heard
still
about that
because
dude in Jersey? You heard about that dude in Jersey that got like 3 to 4 inmates pregnant and shit?
right.
He came up in
Not
there.
just
Yeah.
that, they be graping because a man at the end of the day, men are way more hypersexual than females are. You understand? So if you put them gay or not, because it's happened where even people that didn't, they still had their stuff and they was transgender and they identified that and they put them as female jail, they was beating bitches up and taking their cookies. After time, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole is a whole. Not trying to be funny. You understand? So that's what was happening. So it wasn't like, oh, they're safe and stuff. And then with the kids, if first of all, when you young, your kids don't know nothing about their sexuality for real. Us as people, straight, gay, or whatever, we don't really know us until we don't start to really know who we are and be into ourselves and kind of understand shit until we 25. You understand? Mentally, under there, we're still kids, believe it or not, right? So if you go and decide you want to be transgender, most of these, because they're giving reassignment under 18. You understand? These is 16. There was a whole girl that had a whole show named Jasmine or some shit like that. She was like 14 years old. Like, she spearheaded the whole gender reassignment shit for children. Right? Wow. So now a lot of them end up unaliving themselves if they're lucky to reach our ages, because now they're understanding life and life is different now and they can't get their thing back. So either they're deep into religion and they feel like they're not going to go into heaven because in the Bible, according to the Bible, if you don't go into heaven unless you go with what you came with. You understand? In layman's terms. So you can't get that back. Once you get rid of that, there is no getting that back. It's over with. So a lot of them will stop taking the hormones and they start looking like men again, but you'll never get down their back and they end up unaliving themselves because of that, right? Where if they were old enough to make that conscious decision, it would be different. And they're not old enough. Everybody changes. You see how I be talking to y'all about this gang shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, that gang shit was everything to me. I had to get I had the band. It was red. It was. I was talking that stupid shit, that boot bop cookie shit that people be taking it. I was doing all that dumb shit, all of it, and you couldn't tell me nothing. But then as I got older, I'm like, wow, this is a little crazy here. You understand? Like, I'm just being for real. So imagine somebody thinking that they feel like they feel like a woman at 16 and going through the whole process, and now they get to be 35, 40 years old, and there's no return. It's no going back. And then you passed a bill that if my kid goes to school and feels like he is gay or wants to be a woman or whatever the fuck it is, and he tells his teacher that or whoever in the school, that it's against the law for them to inform me. So he can take his little hormones, he can do all that shit at school, and they don't have to say a motherfucking thing to me. Hell no. Trump said no, fuck that shit. That's the shit I'm worried about. I ain't worried about nobody fucking abortions.
Word is
not.
Word is you grown at that point and shit. But that right there, hell no. I was so scared for that.
Yeah, talking about you that could be no, it can't be shit. I got a son. I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about him thinking that if God, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like I said, if my son ever turned out gay, I really wouldn't care. I would still love him the same. It wouldn't matter. But you're not gonna be coming to me talking about I want to take some hormones, and you like 11 years old. That's what we not gonna do.
And let alone the teacher, he could do that shit at school. Like, come on.
Right. When you old enough to whatever, even if my child or somebody's child, when they get 18, when they technically fake legal and felt like they wanted to do it, that's out my hands. But when you in your little child and innocence, this is the phase of innocence. Sexuality, it shouldn't be, they shouldn't even know, they shouldn't even have an idea to feel like they gay, not trying to be funny, gay or straight. Because it shouldn't be none of that shit going on.
You shouldn't have that option, period. What?
Right. And he's trying to take it back with his family first. That's what all this shit is. It's just like we owe China billions of dollars. Not even billions, excuse me, trillions of dollars. China owns America. It's just they just choose to play with us. He's trying to put tariffs and make them, since you making all this money off of us, we're gonna charge you to have your stuff here to be sold, to be shipped here, and all this other fucking shit.
And that's regular common sense. Why that shit ain't been done?
Right. Most, if you look up on the map, the farmland that's being, China owns mad farmland in America. You know, if you look on the map at the farmland, most of the farmland is near fucking army bases and shit. That's not a red flag to you motherfuckers? It's not in
racist.
West Bubble fuck where they just it's something going on. It's destroying shit from the inside. There's a book called 1984 that says that everything that's happening now is fucking happening. China is trying to destroy us. That you don't see it's peace across the world now that this nigga here, because they knew that
Mm.
Biden and Camilla is not with the shits. Putin don't
Mm-hmm.
care about Ukraine no more. You understand? Fucking Hamas is trying to piece it up with Israel. Everybody is chill. Because the real teachers in the room now. Crazy recognize fucking crazy. Trump is crazy as a bitch. But like I said, crazy recognize crazy. They know that he got the same bombs that they got. And that he got the
Hmm.
same crazy mind. Fucking North Korea don't want no smoke. Nobody wants no fucking smoke. And this nigga ain't had to say shit. Soon as he won, everybody from them countries came out and was like, we chill. We don't want no problem. Mind you, what people not understanding is about this whole World War III shit. Our enlistment for the armed forces and shit like that has been in an all-time low ever since the shit been invented. People not trying to go to war. You understand at this fucking time, right? When you go to war, you need expendables. So any place that got more people than the people that they beefing with is gonna win by default because you got more people that can die. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point. Hey, Wax, that's the whole point, right? So now, boom. When Biden caught himself trying to threaten Putin once again, oh, you better leave Ukraine alone. Mind you, Ukraine told you motherfuckers that they didn't want to sign up with NATO, which that's the whole point of signing up with NATO, is that when people trying to debo your shit, we all come a running. Why the fuck we over there? Fuck them. You understand? So now at the end of the day, when he tried to say you better not do nothing, know who jumped up and was like, oh, we got your back? China did. But nobody talks about, and that's on CNN, where the nigga that run China made it clear and said it to niggas. If America fuck with you, we gonna fuck with them. They ain't even try to sugarcoat it. Like if you fuck with Russia for going in there with Ukraine, we gonna come and back it up. Hey Ken, you understand we backing it up. What's popping with you? We don't have no smoke for them. Biden set a precedent that America was ass cheeks when he was sitting in there when the new friendlier fucking Taliban came. You know, they wasn't on the fuck shit like the older people. They're like, we the Taliban, but we cooler, we educated, we don't want to kill people and stuff like they was doing before, but you're gonna get the fuck out of here. That
I knew
nigga
Trump was so
skedaddled and
gangster.
left everything.
Trump showed the picture. Trump showed a picture. It was one of them Taliban dudes or something. Trump was talking to him. He showed him a picture of his house and was like, if you don't get your people up out of here, I'm gonna bomb your house. And the dude was so surprised that Trump had his house location and shit. And he followed the
Right,
suit
that's
and
what I
shit.
mean with
So,
crazy. But when they told that shit to Biden, that nigga was gone in 72 hours. How Trump changed shit in 72 hours, this nigga was out. And it wasn't even the fact that you leaving. You left shit that people can hurt us with. You left all the tanks. You left all the guns. You left all the bullets. You even left money. You left every fucking thing. You left everything. But and that's how it's always been with America. We sit there and be playing with the Middle East, like, oh, go do this for us, let's do that, and then they turn around on us. It's just like with fucking what's his name? Fucking Osama bin Laden. We trained that nigga. Cause we didn't feel like beefing, because we've been beefing with Russia for generations. This ain't even no new shit. You understand? This is before Putin. We had a whole Cold War in the 80s. You understand? We got Osama and his people because they were closer to the border of Russia. So it's less for us to have to beef with them. We trained them in our army ways. We gave them tanks. We gave the same thing we do in the Ukraine and all these other places, giving them shit. They was fighting Russia, and then they got wise. They was like, oh, fuck y'all. Oh, y'all fucking with Israel. We doing all this labor, and Israel doing all this fuck shit to us. Nah, let's kill y'all too with your own shit. Everyone, we train everyone, even the drug cartel people back in the days. Fucking what's them people, babe? What's the Spanish drug cartel people? Because the edible is eating my brain right now. Who Pablo Escobar and all of them and shit. You know what I'm saying? We gave
yeah.
them funds when we wanted to stick our little noses in the Panama Canal. That shit ain't had nothing to do with us. We always someplace doing something that ain't got shit to do with us. With Trump here, it's time to take care of home. We can't save the world. The American dollar is dropping every fucking day. We are not a superpower no more. We are pretending to be one. We are pretending. That's it. Because we got all this freedom. It's just like with TikTok. Biden and them was trying to stop TikTok all because of being greedy. Because the nigga that owns it is from China. And what they were trying to do was they wanted a American person on American soil to own TikTok. So he wouldn't sell to who they wanted him to sell to, whoever the fuck it was. So they was like, okay, cool. We're gonna ban it in America now. Mind you, you know how many people that their daily life and living is made off of TikTok? TikTok made people's lives, a lot of people's lives, really comfortable. People is paying house notes. You understand? People's buying their food. They not on nobody welfare. You understand? Niggas is living life. So you really gonna hurt the American citizens because somebody won't sell you their $1 trillion company or their $1 billion company. Trump said, fuck that shit. TikTok is here. Biden probably
I see
voted
that
for Trump
video.
too. His senile ass. He don't know where the fuck he is half the time. That nigga, like, nah, Kamala can't do it. And that's what people don't understand. When you the vice president, you shadowing the president in hopes that if God forbid something happens, you'll be the president. So that's like being an intern to be the president. You get what I'm saying? So she was interning a senile old man who did nothing. So what y'all thought she was gonna do? And people kept saying, oh, it's a woman because she's a woman. No, fuck that. If Michelle was running, I kid you not, I'd have been all for it. I'd have been like, listen, Trump, you know, you cool. But Michelle was doing, even when she was a first lady, she was doing her own shit. She did the whole fucking program for the better food for the kids and shit. Kamala, what track record, what can anybody say that Kamala did except for the stinky leg when she was going, we seen her out at fucking events and shit trying to be black. What have we seen her do for the country that it was like, you know what? I feel confident that we're going to have a good 4 years with this lady. Nothing but dance and shuck and jive. So if that's what we want, just a good time, then yeah, vote for this bitch. That's what you get. But now when shit don't work out, like what you doing? I'm tired of these fucking Kamala people. When I put a little post, oh, y'all think it's funny. Trump, watch, y'all gonna see how Trump is. No, y'all thought it was funny because y'all was really gonna see how Trump Kamala was. Because her ass was gonna go right back to being Indian and say, fuck y'all. Because when they was running, when she was the vice president and he was running for president, she wasn't talking all that black shit. She was talking all that Indian shit. Real nigga shit. Just like if you ask her what is she'll tell you straight up she Indian. I identify her mother's Indian. Whatever the fuck you are, that's your experience. Her mother wasn't, you know, even though there's people that's from, like I said, you could be raised in the hood and be from another country and be just as hood as the people that's there or just as black as and feel the experience. That's not her experience. Your mother is Indian for real. You was wearing saris and red dots and shit on your head, eating fucking curries and stuff, and not Jamaican curry. You was eating that Indian curry and chutneys and all this other bullshit. You don't know shit about being black.
Right, we seen the pictures.
Right. We don't see you at no black people doing nothing. Cause you went to a fucking a black college.
And married to a white man.
Right. But mad that the black man don't want to vote for your ass or some shit. And people keep making it because she's a woman. No, it's because she's the wrong woman. That's what the fuck it was. If it was exactly E&Y, if Michelle would have ran, she would have won. Because we know that Michelle got a brain. Michelle has been Michelle. Michelle been in mad different forums, and we ain't hear Michelle. Michelle has never switched her whole fucking time of us knowing who the fuck she was as the president's wife. Not a lick. She's been black the whole time. And that's the problem. People think that if you talk like me, that makes you black. Or if you like, well, and you talk proper, that makes you white. No, there's a dialect that you can hear undertone of when people are black. And
you can hear that soul. If you can't hear, you can damn sure see that soul. That's a fact.
Right. And that's the thing. Because people was butthurt. Like, I was so glad this shit was over. Like, I would go to, like, you know, in other sectors with certain content creators that I like that, and they was just so, go Kamala. You can hear the anger in their voice when you try to question something that they talking about. They will immediately get, like, y'all is just unhinged like a motherfucker. Like, you know, somebody just asking you, did you know something? It's yes or no. They would be, oh my God, you know, some of these people, you know, and instead of putting a name on it, they'd be like, these people don't get it. They don't know, y'all don't get it. And y'all never will. Y'all
I
should be
swear.
in the best spirits because we are all gonna be with this man for 4 years. Y'all should. They want him to fuck up so bad and do some racist shit and put us on the plantation. That's another thing because TikTok, like people needed to have their accounts deleted on a lot of these things. A lot of these black women, the day after the fucking shit, was on TikTok and these places crying real tears, talking about we're about to be on the plantation. We slave. And then that whole little text that was going around, that's the Democrats, you dummy. That has nothing to do with Trump and his people sending text messages about report to the plantation. Y'all want this nigga to look crazy so bad. Hey, Calico. You understand? Y'all want him to look so bad talking about all of a sudden it's these text messages. Y'all been lying this whole fucking time and people been running with the shit. Fuck you mean?
I swear. I
We're about to
swear.
be slaves. Y'all were wrong. All you coons. That and they, even with the Spanish people, they thought they was doing a big one. Like, oh, all you Spanish people are dumb. Look, he's about to deport you. No, he's deporting the illegal people. You stupid motherfuckers. They talking about, oh, you Spanish people voted for him. No, the people that are here, those are the Spanish people. If you're an illegal alien, no matter whether you Spanish or whatever, you cannot vote for the president. That goes. This is my point. How most of the Kamala supporters are not that bright. Y'all just say whatever. Talking about that he got most of these illegal votes and now he kicking out the illegals. No. The Spanish people that's supposed to be here and the Haitian people and the French who whatever the fuck they supposed to be here and did what they were supposed to do, they cool. Those are the people that stand. Illegals cannot vote for no president. And I don't have a college degree. So that's a damn shame for these people that's running around with college degrees and you ask them shit and they can't tell you nothing. They
That's
can't tell you
common
nothing.
sense right there. That's just common sense right there.
You know, I thank you, Calico, but that's where it be. But people be upset because people don't know how to. This Kamala supporters in Cola Gang, but see, they got common sense. They don't have a conversation. You go any other place, like the normal Kamala people, I'm cool with. It's the people that y'all just took it way too far. That y'all thought that when she was in office, you was gonna vicariously be living through this bitch. You was gonna wake up and look in the mirror and see Kamala. Like I'm in the White House too. Yes, I made it. I did it too. Get the fuck out of here. You didn't do shit. Right, Calico. They the main ones. I'm just like, y'all making college look bad in these streets. Like it's
That's
a waste of
Calico.
time.
Drop that
Yeah.
link, sis. Drop that link.
But yeah, they was just making them look fucking bad. Let me see, 'cause I'm on the phone. Hold on. I'm so glad this shit was over and then people kind of trying to fake educate me. Like, though, you can't educate me on shit because I go and I do my own fucking homework. Can't nobody tell me something and I just be like, okay, that's what it is. Like, my husband will tell you because I get on his nerves with that fucking shit. Anybody say some shit, Google is free, people. Google is free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll take my little
that's how I
happy
just
ass.
looked up her debt shit. I looked
Yeah.
on Google for her debt. Mm-hmm.
Do you
I read
understand?
everything off.
But
Mm-hmm.
they'll tell you that you making some shit up. And it's like, so am I making it up or is Google making it up? Who's really making this shit up? And like I said, that's diabolical to take a dead person's picture and don't even, this is the thing, this is how stupid her people was. Because you could have took that dead lady's picture, put your face on it. Why didn't you take that picture that you photoshopped your face on and photoshopped the whole body into your house or some shit? That would have made it more believable. Y'all was just so lazy that you photoshopped the picture in the bitch house. It's the
And that's
same.
crazy because she spent 600 million on advertising.
Right.
And
They
that's what
didn't
they
even,
spent their
whoever
money
did that.
on.
And this was the funny shit though. When when I was telling them that, like, yo, she stole a dead person's picture to prove to Trump that she worked at McDonald's, y'all believe in this shit or whatever and stuff. They're like, no, Trump's people did that. No, they didn't because the shit was on her Facebook. She posted it herself. Her people did.
Amazing.
Hey, what's up?
Amazing.
Hey now, say now, add color to the PayPal.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Man, hit
How
her
you doing?
motherfucking Cash App, Ass App. What's happening with you, man?
No, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I had a little drinky drink and I had an edible, so then I wanted to rub my fucking mouth. You know, it'd be like that, and then you just go down the rabbit hole, and then we ended up here on Kamala weak ass again.
Oh my God, y'all with this. First of all, as a black woman.
She's black by the
No, no, no.
definition.
No. I'm saying you.
Oh, me. Oh,
As a black woman, you know goddamn well that Kamala's name is not Kamala. Kamala was a wrestler from the 80s.
Now I'm just listen. I don't give a damn how her shit is. I'm just like whatever, because that's how I feel about the
Yeah.
lady. I don't even care enough to get her name right.
Listen, all I'm saying right now, the Republicans have control of the House. The Republicans have control of the Senate, which means they have complete control of Congress. The Republicans have a majority in the Supreme Court, and the Republicans have the presidency. In the next 2 years, the gas better be $2.11 a gallon. And I better be able to go get a motherfucking a dozen of eggs for 28 cents.
Not in
Yeah, and that's what
California. Y'all got
I'm
the
hoping
highest gas
for.
prices here.
And I'm hoping
Right,
for because
but according to all of the Trump supporters, he's the Messiah. It's
no, I
him and
don't think
only
he's a
it's
messiah.
him and
I
only
just think
him.
that he did more in 72 hours than these motherfuckers did in 4 years. So that speaks volumes to me. And I'm more so of the migrant shit. It's the migrants that it took my vote. You understand, where it was
You
like,
you
get
know
them
what?
out of here.
You have a right. I have a right. Sean Prince has a right. Everybody that mostly is in this sector has a right to speak about illegal immigrants. However, when it comes to a motherfucker like Donald Trump or anybody that's the same of him, if you motherfuckers of European descent of European descendancy are the original illegal immigrants, you have no moral high ground to call any fucking body an illegal immigrant. They shouldn't speak.
No, because they Americans still. No, they got to get the fuck up out
Okay,
of here. The Venezuelans got to go. They don't get
but
no
look,
passes.
my, my,
Get your
my point
criminality ass the hell up out of here
my
and stop
point is
raping
this.
people.
My point is this is that and you tell me at any time in history that whoever the native people of America ever sent Europe a motherfucking note like, hey, come over, guys, and bring your guns and your diseases too.
True,
so
true.
so they are the original illegal immigrants. That's why I said you may have a right to speak about it, but he does not. And especially when when he starts playing that air accordion, and they're just criminals and they don't even know the language. Nigga, tell your wife to speak.
Not true, true. Now I ain't gonna hold you. She is though, but she at least she went through the steps because there's a
How
difference.
we how
The
we know?
migrants
How
and
we
the
know?
immigrants
That nigga
are
snuck
different to
that bitch
me.
over here.
The migrants is different because they just went and loaded a bus up of some people and dropped them the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? At least the immigrants are going through the paperwork. There's a background check. Like we kind of know who the fuck is coming in here. They didn't do that with these migrants. We have
And you're
literally in New York, we have murderers running around and we don't fucking know. These niggas was
mm,
stealing people, the 18 wheelers. They didn't feel like they
mm-hmm,
wanted to live in them nice plush ass hotels that the homeless people can't get no more because they gave them all to y'all or whatever.
mm-hmm,
They were stealing
mm-hmm.
people trucks and living in there and putting hot plates. They really was taking over. They beating up the police.
And
You
you're in New
understand?
York, right?
Yeah, it's
So
wild here.
right, and it's been a big influx of immigrants, right?
A super influx.
Okay, so let me ask you. So I would take it that you're in support of the Republican Party, who's against that shit.
Very much. I need them going. I've been talking about that shit since even before he was a thing.
You know I just set you up, right?
How you set me up, Calico?
Okay, so if you're in support of the Republican Party and you're in the state of New York, where all of these immigrants were bused to New York from guess where? Republican states. So it was actually Republicans that sent all of them immigrants up
It
there.
was Republicans, but it was Republicans under the tutelage of a Democrat president. They didn't just send them here on their own.
Under the
Biden was the
tutelage?
one that orchestrated what states people was going to because we have 50 states. You understand? There's states that are
Mhm.
not congested with a bunch of people. All the
So,
migrants have been sent to places that are congested with people. You understand? To cause chaos.
mhm.
Why couldn't they go to Oklahoma or some shit? Why couldn't
so
they
if
go to Utah or some shit?
so if Joe Biden, who's a Democrat, orchestrated this to send all of them up to a Democratic state, which is New York, then wouldn't that be bad for Democrats?
What you mean? Wouldn't that be bad for Democrats?
Yeah, because it makes it look at
And
they
that's why we
say
looking at them
if
crazy. That's why I don't fuck with Democrats. So it is bad for them. That's exactly
okay.
why.
Okay, so I'm saying that if New York is a Democratic state, it's a majority Democratic state, right? And it was Republicans that sent, excuse me, that sent these immigrants to this Democratic state because the Republican states said, well, if you motherfuckers want to welcome them with open arms, here you go. And they sent them to New York, right? So, how is it that if Joe Biden, who is a Democrat, wouldn't that look bad for him and Democrats? So, how could he be the one to orchestrate that?
It
That's
is
working
because they're
against his.
slow. See, that's the thing. You're acting like you're talking about a president or a Democrat that's working off common sense. They're not working off of that. He did what he wanted to do because here's the get you gotcha. When if she would have got into power, they were rushing the process of migrants getting American citizenship, right? So if I'm a migrant, right, and I come to America and the president says I'm a citizen in a year, who the hell am I voting for? So that means the migrants will outvote, they will outnumber anybody else. Her
But
plan
you,
was to send 200 million migrants, open the floodgates, and give them citizenship. So now
before
I'm going to vote for who? I'm going to vote for Democrat all the time, even though I don't know how to spell or say Democrat.
okay, so look, you just said
Hey,
200.
y'all.
You just
Mm-hmm.
said 200 million illegal immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
You do know in all of America, from coast to coast, even Alaska and Hawaii included, there are only 350 million people in America, about
Well, you have to
370
talk to
people.
them because those is the
So
people that
that
came
would
up with
be
these numbers. This is the same lady that got $1 billion and is in $20 million in debt. So obviously they're not good with numbers because
that's
that's
what
who the
I'm
ones that came
saying.
up with it was the Democrats.
But what I'm saying is that if these Republicans are using such spooky boogeyman language, like they're coming in by the millions, then 200,
Calico, why are you whispering
No.
like that, God?
200
But it
million
wasn't them,
Republicans.
Calico. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying to you is what
So,
came from them. I'm not talking about no hypothetically or whatever. I'm talking about what Kamala and Joe said themselves numerous
so,
times
so
on
they said,
interviews.
so they
So they're
said
the ones with
it
the
was.
math that need to figure the math out. I don't need to figure it out. I need to
Hold on,
know that if you don't, it could be 10 million. I don't give a damn. I don't want nobody here that's not coming the right way. Through like
mm,
the immigrants that really want to be here and want to help as an American citizen and become American citizen and help America be fucking great. If you just here running from cases, because most of them Venezuelans are running
mm.
from cases. They are not here to help their family. Most of them don't even have family here.
Now
Excuse me,
see
they
that,
didn't bring family with them. They came,
that
they have charges. They're running from, they're on the run.
no,
That's been
I've heard it.
documented. You
I've heard
understand?
it. I don't know. I don't know where the documents are
No, it's
actually at,
documented
but I
because
have
even in
heard.
New York, they we have a whole new gang here. It's
Mhm,
something a T something or whatever. It's a whole new Venezuelan gang, and they operate out these hotels that
mhm.
the Democrats, you understand, gave them the money for. They get $375 a week to do nothing because they didn't like the food. The food wasn't, the food was, what's the word? Because of their ethnicity and they don't eat the
Mhm.
shit that we eat here
Wasn't
or
part of their
whatever.
diet.
Right. So because
Okay.
they want to eat whatever the fuck it is that they eat, we was being wrong and treating them fucked up because they gotta eat sandwiches and eat the shit that the normal people and the American people in homeless shelters
Mhm.
have to eat. When
Okay.
all
So
this is free.
let me ask you this: are you able to provide and post into the comments a link where I can go and look up how these masses of illegal immigrants are getting all of this free money? But this is the only catch. If you post a link, it has to end with .org or .gov because then that means it's official. Anything else is
No,
more
because
of
you can go on
opinionated.
Google and officially go and see that yourself. I'm not like I had my little sip. I'm not doing all of that. You understand? Because we've
Okay.
been watching this for years. Not years, excuse me, for months. You understand? I'm in New York. Mayor Adams just went on the goddamn news and said the bus stops here. Now that Trump is president, he said I'm not giving no money no more because he been didn't want them here, and he's a Democrat. He did not want these motherfuckers bust here. And he kept telling Biden and Kamala, whatever the fuck her
Well, it
name
wasn't
is.
him that was busting them. It was the Republican governors busting them
But
up to that
Biden
state.
was telling them that he had to open it up when he told them, you know, that Eric Adams, the first bus he took the first 2-3 buses he took, right? After he noticed y'all keep sending buses here and shit, that nigga
The
closed it down.
Republicans.
Biden, listen, like whoever
It
it was
was the
that sent
Republicans.
it doesn't matter because when he closed it down for them sending it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Biden sent him a letter and said, no, you have to open it. Biden is the Democrat. So if Biden wanted them to not go there and stay in Texas, that's where the hell they would have stayed. But Biden is a punk. So of course the Republicans is gonna do what the fuck they want. He gave the okay. I care about who gives the okay. I don't
So
care about who said
he
they're gonna send whatever and stuff. Because when his Democrat counterpart said we don't have enough funds, we don't have enough space, we don't have enough room, Biden said, fuck that, open that shit up. I don't care that you said that you don't want them no more. So all that other stuff is irrelevant.
I would love to see that. Yeah, I would love to. I'm gonna go and
You
look
can
that
go
up.
look at it. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. I'm not gonna do the homework for nobody.
No, I'm
You
gonna look
can
it up.
go
I'm
and
gonna look
see
it up.
it.
I'll look it up.
I'm in New York. It's in the newspaper all the time. Biden gets on, Adams was on the news all the time talking about this. This wasn't us coming up with this stuff. This is what's happening here. What's up, Harlem? This is what's happening here. You get what I'm saying?
No,
So
trust me. I live in a state.
I don't know what happens in Oklahoma. I don't know because I'm not over there. I know what the hell happens here.
No, I'm not in Oklahoma. I'm in Oakland.
No, I know. I don't. It doesn't matter, Calico. I'm not saying that you are. You're taking it too literal. I'm just telling you. I don't care about what's going on no place else but where I'm at and where my family and that's what I care about. I don't care.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, sweetheart. The only thing that I was saying is that I understand the plight because I am in a state, California. The motherfuckers are rushing this border as well. So I definitely understand your plight. I guess all that I'm saying is that it's hyperbole on both sides, meaning that when you have somebody that's saying that they're emptying all of their jails and they're emptying all of their insane asylums and they're all flooding over here, then you're telling me that if right now that if I went to Venezuela or if I went to Mexico, if I went to one of these Central American or one of these Caribbean countries, that I'm going to find absolutely empty jails? There's no
Nobody
prisoners in the
said
jail?
anything about empty jails. Okay, this is
That's
the
what he
thing we're
did
taking
say.
it. No, that's not what I said. But you're taking
No,
it
I'm
a little
saying
too
that's what
literal.
Trump said.
No, but you can go and see the the figures, the percentages of the crime drop. Go look that up, Calico, and I'm telling you, it'll show you the first 30 days. And just look in I'm hyper focused, like I said, on Venezuela. Because all this shit that you see in the newspaper in New York, you don't hear nothing about the Haitians. You don't hear, because it's more than just Venezuelans that are the migrants here. It's them, it's the Haitians. There's some Middle Eastern countries. It's a mixture. But when you hear about people taking over and the violence and all that, it's the Venezuelans. You understand? They drop. Now, mind you, Venezuela is like in poverty for real right now. That's why they're migrating here, because that's what made me look to see. Because most of the time when we accept migrants, it's like a genocide. It's something like really civilly wrong going on in whatever country that we're taking people. So I'm like, there's no war or nothing going on. Their money is not worth anything in Venezuela. So people are starving. They are, you understand? They are, it's getting out the mud for real, right? Now we know third world countries or any place, even poor communities, any place where there's no money and people got to get it how they live, have the highest crime, right? The first 30 days when they started busting them the fuck out of Venezuela and sending them here, the Venezuelan crime rate dropped 72%. That's impossible unless the criminals leave. You're in a third world country, you're going to have more crime because people are hungry, people got kids to feed. We deal with this every day in the hood. People don't sell drugs in the hood because it's fun and classy. They sell drugs because they can't get a job. You got to get it how you live. So third world countries got to get it how they live 10 times as worse as we got to get it how we live here. You understand? It's impossible for crime to drop that much in a third world country in 30 days. In 30 days. Unless the crime, the high crime, not misdemeanor shit. You understand? They don't really be counting that stuff like that. You understand? They had to leave. It's just like with with Fidel Castro. Only thing that's different is Castro was like, I'm just tired of America putting their nose in my business. So you want me to say that these people could come back and forth between Cuba and here? No problem. Let me send a boatloads of people, but I'ma just clean my shit. This is my opportunity to clean my country and start the fuck over. And I'm gonna just get rid of all the undesirables, from the criminals to the mentally insane to the people with what you call it, autism and all that stuff, because they didn't want them there. I'm gonna just get rid of everybody and start a new shit. That's the only difference. Because he was like, being whatever. Biden and them, I don't even know what in their mind was like, yo, everybody just come here. Venezuela, just come here. Y'all poor, the whole world
Well,
is poor.
I don't think that that's necessary when it comes to saying come over here. That's not necessarily a Biden nor a Democrat thing. That's an American thing. That's what the whole purpose of what the Statue of Liberty is when you come into New York. That's always been what America was.
But that's the thing. The borders is not just open and everybody's just coming, Calico. So if that's the whole thing, that's how it would have been. People would have just
No,
been getting on boats and just getting the hell up in here, and we wouldn't be saying stuff.
but
These
that's what they've been doing for hundreds of years. Now, don't get me wrong. We do have borders, and you do have to come in the right way. I agree with you on that. I'm not saying don't you just flood the fucking ports and gates and hop the fences. I'm not saying that. I'm not in agreement with that at all. However, to me, it bothers me when I see how America gets down. And when I say this, I don't mean Democrat or Republican. I'm talking about how America gets down. Now, this is what America does, and this is a fact that you can look up. America knows what America would have to pay American workers. So when you have, let's say, for instance, these farmers who got acres and acres of orchards and farmland and shit like that that has to be harvested, they invite and
No, you're
incentivize
right.
these illegal immigrants to come over because they know they would only have to pay them 1/4 of what they would have to pay Americans. But right when you get that work done, you scream, "Get your illegal ass out of my country." Well, you're the one that brought them here. You're the one that told them to come here.
Trump didn't tell them to come here though. They got to be
I'm not
mad at
no,
Biden.
sweetheart. I'm not talking about Trump. I'm not talking about Republicans. I'm not talking about Democrats. I'm talking about how America gets
No, in
down.
the whole history, I understand what you're talking about, but I'm not trying to do the whole history. I'm trying to do where we at now in history. Because if that's the
That's
case,
even right
we can't go
now.
all the way back to slavery with it either. I'm trying to
No,
stay
that's how it's
in this
always been till
thing.
now. Right now. Up until now. Do you know that
And that don't make it right how it was before. So it's not till now. So it's like I said, it's a difference between immigrants and migrants, and that's just it, and that's all. Because even when when you come here illegally and you want to just pick the whatever and stuff and work in the farms and everything like that, you still eventually have to get some type of paper shit saying that you're supposed to be here. Just like everybody that comes here is supposed to be on a visa if you're not going to be a citizen here. So you
a
can't
guest
just sit
workers
here.
visa pass?
Right. So you
Absolutely.
can't just sit here and whatever. So the people that go and do the stuff, I don't have a problem with. The people that really want to be here and want to do the hard work to be here and
Mhm.
stay here, I'm all for it. But you're not
But
gonna
that's
just come here and just do whatever and then and I gotta worry about walking around and shit. You understand? Because somebody is
I
gonna
get it.
grade me. I'm not
I
with that.
get it. I definitely get it, but it's I
Hey,
get it,
war.
and I also understand that it's legal avenues to take to get into this country the right way. But the point that I'm making again, not Republican, not Democrat, but America. It is the American farmers. It is the Americans that's showing these motherfuckers how to get in here in order to come and work their ass like a dog for 1/4 of what they would have to pay somebody
No,
from
but
this
you're right.
country.
Like, bro, like I understand everything you're talking about, right? But see, it comes out of where I'm at because that doesn't apply to me. I'm not a farm. Like, that's not my life. You understand? So none of that stuff, all that, everything you saying is factual. You understand? But it's not factual to my life. That's what I'm saying. All of that is right. They have people come here, they pay them nothing because they don't want to pay us. It's just, I see it every day when I have to go on customer service with Amazon. Everybody is from
Right,
India on
right,
Amazon. So you get what I'm
right.
saying? I totally agree with you and I
You
understand it.
can't
But
never get an American on that motherfucker.
ever. And you know what I'm saying? I remember at one time I wanted to work Amazon customer service, and I'm like, I've been had Prime for 20 years now. You understand? Like, who better to know? But they don't want to pay us. So I get all of that. But I can't worry and focus on other people's lives and what's their reality. You understand? That's not my reality. So I'm focused on the things that matter and I feel like go with my reality and I'm okay with. It's just like with the whole stop and frisk thing. People did get upset, like, oh God, they're bringing it back. You know what? In New York, not trying to be funny, me being a kid before I was even corrupted, I was getting stopped and frisked. So I feel like that's a right of passage, but I don't do crime. My husband don't do crime. We ain't do, you know what I'm saying? We don't carry guns no
I
more.
don't really think that it's about doing crime more so than it's about giving a motherfucker a reason to accuse you of being a criminal.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And when it comes to that accusation, is when you're gonna see the scales tip dramatically. There, you will look at it for every one white motherfucker that they stop and frisk, it'll
Right. It's
be
gonna be 5 black.
100 black motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
nothing more than an opportunity to hope that something leads to something bigger. Because then, especially with police having qualified immunity, if a police officer goes up and just stops and frisks a motherfucker, especially in front of their children, you know, as before we have any kind of different occupations or titles, we are all still human beings. So as a man, if another man is disrespecting me, I'm going to have a problem with that. If I have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with that, especially if they're trained
Sis,
to
I'm about to take it down, sis. Shorty about to pull up
Okay,
and
well,
shit.
thank you for coming up here, Sean. Thank you. I
big
appreciate you, Sean. Have
Anytime,
a
we
good
trolling
got
night.
it.
ass.
I had shit you right and shit. Callie, hit me when you done this shit. I'm gonna be up
I
for a
got
minute.
you. I got you.
Baby.
Um, For sure, but it's like, you know, that when it comes to that type of shit, police, how they are towards young black men and young men. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
like to say of color because that's just the opposite of saying colored people. But young black men, young brown men, you know how they give it up when they fuck with us and how they
Right.
disrespect us. And any man is gonna take a stance to feel against feeling disrespected, but that's intentional escalation. So now, if I shoot you in your motherfucking head, I can go and sit in front of any judge, and all I have to do, thanks to my qualified immunity, is say I feared for the safety of me and my fellow officers.
But as far as the qualified immunity, right? Has that been passed yet, or is that just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's been around forever. It's actually the George Floyd Policing Act, which all Democrats voted, I mean, all Republicans voted against, and that's why it didn't pass. But that was a law to take away their qualified immunity. One of the things that police enjoy with qualified immunity is that if they happen to do something wrong to somebody and get found guilty, yeah, they can serve prison time and they can go to jail, but that family can't take any civil lawsuit against the police officer.
okay.
You feel me?
And you
So
said
even
this
if
has been going on.
yeah, that's
So
always
what
been
does the
how it is.
president, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why when sometimes people that Jack
Well, it was the
Biden or
Democrats that was trying to
Kamala,
pass.
and they talk about the going up of the chain of command and all this other fucking shit, but then they give Trump all this power that he could just do stuff without going up of the chain of command. So that's
Well,
what I don't understand. So why
well,
can Trump have to have all this power to just do this without going through the chain of commands? But when it's asked of Biden and Kamala, it's just like with the whole abortion shit. Abortion ban has been going on. That's not nothing. Trump
well,
is
with the
not
abortion,
in implementing abortion bans, but that's what all the Kamala people talk about. They're like, "Oh, you're not going to be able to get an abortion," even though I'm not, because I'm straight on kids, so that's not my problem. But still, if you look
okay,
up the abortion ban,
Roe versus
um,
Wade.
you understand the state map.
Hmm.
Most of the states have an abortion ban to a certain degree. It's just levels of it. Some of them
Hmm.
you can't, it's like restrictions. Most of them in states have restrictions. Like you can't do it up to a certain amount of time. Some of them
Right,
is, oh, it's put it like this. There's probably about four to five states that you can freely just get an abortion without any questions asked. Is no, you know what I'm saying? You can just
right,
be aborting kids. So
right,
how is that put on Trump? Like most of the people that was voting for Kamala or pushing for Kamala was like, Trump is going to implement um abortion bans or whatever and stuff. But the abortion ban's been going on the whole 4 years that Biden has been there. And nobody has tried to uplift or take away anything. The things that were promised, and that's the stuff that I'm focused on. What
They
was
they
promised to
actually they
us.
actually did change things. I'm gonna tell you who changed it. The conservative majority Supreme Court overturned, because you got to remember, they're the only ones that can determine if something is constitutional or not. Is the Supreme Court. That's their job. The Congress job is to make up the
Okay, so
laws and
when
put
does
them on
that
the
take
books to take
effect?
them off.
Because I just, like 2 days ago, looked up the most recent map and it's still the
When
same.
the overturning Roe versus Wade was probably, good Lord, 3 years, 4 years ago, something like that, around there. It's recent, but that was the whole point. What they're scared that Trump is going to try to implement isn't an abortion ban, because you have bans because of Roe versus Wade being overturned in different states. What Trump said is, I'm going to leave it as a state matter and let the
Mm-hmm.
states deal with it. But when you get into office and then can change shit, well, then you don't have to. It's really more of a campaign promise. I don't really have to stick to that. What they're scared of is that him implementing a nationwide abortion ban, which basically takes the states' rights away and saying, I don't give a fuck if you think it's right or not. Federally, we're taking over. And since the federal will always, I don't like to use the word Trump, it will always supersede state, then the Fed is the highest. So they
Mm-hmm.
can do that if they want. They can make it to where the whole nation is a nationwide ban.
Well,
So
at the end of the day, Trump to me, I don't care, is the lesser of the two evils, because at the end of the day, the same thing that they was trying to do with this whole transgender shit and this gay shit with kids. You understand?
mhm.
So it is what it is. You feel me? I'm
let,
worried
let, let
about
me
what
let me
I
ask
feel
you
like. Hmm.
let me ask you about that. Have you, or can you show me any proof of any child going to school as a little boy and coming back as a
See,
little
you doing
girl?
too much, Calico, because I'm
I'm
not
just
like,
asking
I
you
know,
a
but it's a
question.
bill that was passed. So whether or not it happened or not, I don't know all that. Like, we got millions of kids,
What
bro.
bill?
You know, Kamala passed the bill. You can look that up. This is stuff, I'm not telling you nothing that I just heard from
But that's what I'm
somebody.
saying,
Please
sweetheart.
don't. I'm not showing
Congress,
nothing, because the same
Congress,
way Google worked for me, it worked for you. You know what I'm
Congress,
saying?
Congress are the ones that pass bills, not a vice
But she the
president.
one that put it in motion. That's my point. Where they wasn't just passing a bill to pass it. Congress didn't come up with it. She came to the table with the fuckery. And that's how it happened.
Yeah, you got to
She was
show me
on
that.
an interview. She was excited about the shit. So she thought she did a good thing. Just like with the shit with the transgender men. She thought this is shit that be coming out her mouth and
Well,
come out his mouth.
if you're talking about men,
No, I'm
that's
talking about
adult.
the kids too, but it's a whole,
Yeah, I
it's
like
more
to see
than
that.
one thing. It's more than one thing that came out her mouth that she said that she passed with that. Where it's against the law that if my kid goes to school and he wants to wear a fucking dress in school, it's against the law for the teacher to tell me anything. That's
Oh,
passed.
okay. So what they identify with versus transgender operations like
No,
sex
that
changes and
too.
shit. Because
You
I've
can go
heard.
look it up now. She went on there like me, and yes, I passed the thing that in jail that you can get transgender reassignment, because that's what they call that homophobic and all the shit that they be trying to talk about. She said that shit
Oh,
out her mouth on Good Morning America.
you went from school to jail. So
It's
okay.
calico. Now it's like now you
Well,
how
I'm
you
only going
saying?
off of what you said,
No, but
Cola.
it's the same shit. It don't matter. It's still wrong. It
The
don't
school
matter.
and
She
jail is
said
two
both
different
of them
things.
things. I'm not gonna sit there and just talk 20 minutes about one thing. She said both of them shits.
I
She passed a bill
definitely
on both of them shits, and you can go
she
look it up. It has nothing to
she
do with what I'm talking about grown people and kids. It's all wrong. If you
no
are committing a
she didn't.
crime, if you're committing a crime, you should not get the luxury to go to jail and get a 50K surgery, because that's what most of these transgenders, when they be committing crime, is to pay for that fucking shit. So
Now
why is that
I
all
will
right?
say this. I will say this in agreement to you that, is it true that they will pay for gender research, however, for whatever switching? Yes, I did hear that, and I am 100% against that. So that I can say I researched, and you are telling the truth about that. However, what makes that even more boogeymanish, because even though that's dead ass wrong, It's dead ass wrong. The only time that shit could even be a positive narrative is a comedy skit. Is if there's a motherfucker say, well, goddamn, I gotta go to jail for the rest of my life. I identify as a woman and I want to go to jail with all of the bitches. So I get the joke, but it ain't a joke. It's reality.
Right.
So, but I've also heard these people say two things, and this is a fact that they said this. One, your little boys are going to school as little boys and coming back as little girls. That's not true. And number two, they said they're aborting babies after 9 months. That's not true. You can't find no case
But
in
who said that I said
America.
anything about somebody aborting a baby after 9 months? See,
No.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not
Like,
saying. I'm not
we
saying
getting off
you.
the topic.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying that I've heard this come out of
That
that
just
side
sounds
of the mouth.
crazy though, because after 9 months, is like that doesn't make
That's
no sense. That's murder,
murder.
right?
Right. So I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? I've never seen no proof on that. And for a little boy to go to school as a boy and come back a girl, what fucking kind of operation rooms they got in these schools?
It's not a fact of an operation because it starts from somewhere. They're allowed to get hormone therapy. That's the thing.
Now,
It's not
all
about
of
them
that shit,
cutting their little thing
I'm
off,
against, I'm
or
against
you know,
all of that shit. I'm
it's
against all of
the
that
start
shit.
there. Because even with transgenders, the grown-ups, they don't
Mhm.
just go and get the surgery. It's a whole process. They have to fucking take what you call it, estrogen. You understand?
Oh shit.
It's a
I
step
don't know
to
what
the
to do.
shit. You feel me? So
Sorry.
that's with the kids. They're giving them these hormones. Like for instance, if you give, because this happens in jail sometimes. That's why they feed like men in men jails and stuff, like the soy and shit. Because soy is not good for men because it's high in estrogen and stuff. If a man
Right.
eats too much estrogen filled whatever, right?
Mhm.
Your boobs. Well, men don't have boobs, but you know what I'm talking about. Your, what y'all call them, your pectoral or whatever the fuck,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It'll start to get fatty tissue in there. You understand?
Maybe they got it. I don't know.
Hold on one second.
So
I'm trying to get this fire pit ready for these damn
no, because
girls
I'm gonna
outside.
give you 1 second because I got like 10 more minutes because my husband is like, listen, you done been on live all night.
Yeah, all of them.
He's like,
Okay.
y'all are interrupting
Is
his
there any left
time.
in here? No, it ain't none left.
So 5 minutes, okay,
No, that's it.
babe.
If we have,
That's it.
Y'all fucking, you all the way in California, so it's like early day. That's why I'm like five
Yeah,
minutes.
it's only like 9
It's
o'clock
the
out.
next, right? It's the next day. It's Sunday here. Okay.
Yeah, it's only 9:30 out here.
But yeah, you know what
Almost
I'm saying?
9:30.
They're allowed to. The minors are now allowed to get hormones. They're not
Yeah,
allowed
now
to just
see,
go to the surgery thing, but they can start their transgender journey
right,
earlier than what's normal. And then it's just messed up because most transgenders have a high suicide rate. You
right,
understand? Because they make a drastic thing. Just like they suggest that you go see a psychiatrist. There's a lot of things you have to do. You can't just jump to the table, right?
got you,
So then they
got you.
end up getting our age or whatever. And you know, it's just anything in life. When you grow up, you learn things. When we was younger, 19 and all this other shit, like the ages that they are like, it's okay.
Right.
We
No,
didn't
I
understand
agree.
how permanent.
20-year-olds do not make the same decisions as 40-year-olds. That's a fact.
Exactly. So a lot of them, they'll get to our age and life just is different. And then they feel like, for instance, maybe religion wise or whatever and stuff, because you know, according to a lot of them, when they get religious and stuff, according to somewhere in the Bible, because I'm not prescribed to that. I don't knock anybody, but that's not my thing. But according to some place there, if you die, right? And you don't have like what God gave you, like you don't die with your whatever or however it
Right.
goes, you're
Your
not
parts.
accepted. Right. You're not accepted into heaven. So they be going through this little head trip because once that's gone, it's gone. Now, if
It's
you're
gone.
just taking the hormone pills, you can always just stop that. But once you go as far as the gender reassignment, there's no turning back. And a lot of them realize that and then they unalive themselves, but they didn't have the information or the understanding when they were young, and especially now. Because you see it on TikTok all the time. It's more prevalent now than it was before where it's a thing. Look at what's that boy name? What's that basketball player? Dwayne Wade and stuff. His son takes pills.
This is my thing. This is my take on it. I feel like if you're a kid, you should be learning your fucking lessons in school. Like that
Right.
shouldn't even be a thing that should be promoted.
Right.
Rather, that shouldn't just anything that has to do with something about sexual identity
Right.
for a child to even be exploring the
Gay
thoughts
or
of shouldn't
straight.
even be a fucking thought. You should be
Exactly.
thinking about cartoons. You should be thinking about
And
video
that's my
games. You
whole
shouldn't be
point.
right now. As far as motherfuckers that's grown, that's like that.
Yeah, that's their
My
business.
my whole thing has always been this. Whatever rights that I enjoy, I feel everybody should enjoy.
Right.
Even if I
No,
don't
I feel like
subscribe
no, bro. I think
to
you're
their
missing
way
what
of
I'm
living.
saying. The grown people, I don't care. It's the
Right, but it's
grown
them
people that
kids.
went to jail. It's two things. It's the kids that should be enforced on. That's one, right? So we're gonna separate this because
Right.
you putting it all. That's my problem. That's one problem. And then the
I
second
agree.
problem are the adults that commit the crime and go to jail. And when you go to jail, you can get your gender reassignment free on the state because medical care is free in jail. If you
And
got a tooth
I'm
fairy,
with you on that. I'm
and
with you
that's
on
my
that.
whole
I do
point.
not agree. My thing is this: if you free, let's say you're not in jail. If you free, and you would have to pay for that shit yourself, motherfucker. If you in jail, I goddamn sure don't want to be paying for your dick to get cut off.
Right. Right. And that's a pricey surgery. That's why a lot of them in that
Right.
community, they be doing little stuff like credit cards. They do stuff because they trying
A
to get
nigga,
the money
nigga
to
throw a
afford
rock
it.
through the window and go to jail. Just
You understand what I'm saying? And then here's
right.
the extra tripper though. They go there to the men's jail, they get the shit, and now they move that person to the female jail.
Right.
You understand? And then they're in the female jail raping us.
Antoine is finna go rob this bank. Now they gonna catch him, but not before he hide the money. But when that nigga come back out of jail as Antoinetta
Right.
with a free cut off dick on our expense, he finna go dig up
Right.
his money.
And be living a life. He gonna be Beyonce 2.0 or some shit. He gonna be,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's minor to them. Like, oh, I just gotta go to a jail for a little bit of time. They all gonna
right.
go to jail. The fuck?
Yeah, I don't want to be paying for shim surgery.
And there we have it. So we finally agreed on two things.
No, I've always agreed with you on that. I definitely agree. It's more or less the immigrant thing, but as far as that shit, oh hell yeah, I agree with you. You ain't gonna get an
You
argument out
understand?
of couch.
So that's just wild to me that they would even think that that's okay. Like I get with freedom and choice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's to the point now. Even being straight is almost like people are straightophones. You understand? Because you got the
Yeah,
transgenders, they're mad because of the tampon box, but y'all don't get periods. You understand? It's like y'all taking this
yeah,
shit
that
too
shit is
far.
retarded to me. I like, what the fuck do you need that for?
Right. And we're wrong. It's something wrong with us that we don't want you to have it. And you trying to read us down, calling us cisgender and all this dumb shit. Nah, be just regular. It's even with the whole thing with the unisex bathrooms and stuff, like in the gyms.
But see, you know
Some of
what?
these men are perverts. All of these people is not transgender. People have learned the LGBTQ since they made all these letters for that
It's
community
too
and
many
stuff.
fucking letters to keep up with.
Right. People have manipulated in a way and made it dirty. Where it would be a nigga that look like you, bro, and because he want to be a pervert, he'll go throw a lace front on and come into Planet Fitness and go in the fucking shower room, and people like, what you doing in here? And he
Like,
like, nah, I'm
wait. Don't be giving
transgender.
these niggas no ideas. They might not.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't think
nah,
about
they doing it,
that.
bro. They doing it because I done seen it on the news. This white lady went ham crazy because she got her granddaughter in there, and this nigga that you just threw that wig on. Ain't shit transgender about you. Wasn't shit
Right.
feminine about you. You threw a wig on. You didn't even care enough to throw a wig and a dress on. You just had your Wranglers on and some boots and a wig, and
Why'd you
said you
say
was.
Wranglers?
And you was like, I'm transgender. I belong here. You a homophobe, Granny. No, you is a pervert looking at little kids and women's stuff.
God damn. You
The
know what?
fuck?
We be playing that game. We be sitting back with our homeboys when we be smoking, and we be waiting to see who finna take a hit of weed and say some shit hella funny right when they hit the weed to choke their ass out. You ain't shit for that color, but but I'm gonna say this, man. Look, them type of motherfuckers, man. You stupid. Them motherfuckers got too many goddamn letters to keep up with, man.
Right. They made
You
it
know,
wild. Like you get what I'm saying? Where it's like I'm to the point, and it's a lot of them because I have nothing against the gays. Like my uncles are gay, and like not trying to be funny. I tell people this all the time. R.I.P. my uncle Sydney. Fucking, I used to be a super tomboy. Like when I was a kid. Like I was
Mhm.
just OD with it. There was no gay shit. It's just I liked being a boy. I was real close to my dad. So you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm my father's daughter. But it was my uncle that had to give me a feminine swag. Like you understand, to teach me about
I
makeup,
get you.
all of
Well,
that. You
shit,
understand?
if they know, they
So
know, cause shit, they feminine anyway to them.
you understand? So it's like it's a lot for me to all this gender fluid. It's like you can't keep up with everything. Like I come from where I'm used to there's gay, there's lesbian, okay, you have the transgenders, the transvestite. I don't understand what all the other letters are. You understand that
It's
that
not
was added on to
at
it's
all.
like what is it? And then if you ever go on Bigo, I don't know if you ever like been over there like that. That's where it's
Mm-mm.
like the gay mecca over there. You understand? Where
I've
you
never
kind
even
of
heard
get
of
to
that
see
shit.
all of the letters in action. Where you'll have a trans man, because you know there's women that are men too now. They take their hormones and their little clitoris
Mhm.
grow into a little, which I don't understand that. Like they haven't made a surgery to give y'all a penis, but your clitoris will grow if you have too much testosterone. But I can imagine that shit looks
Oh
crazy.
goddamn!
No, for real, it doesn't grow longer than your pinky. So that to me is just crazy that you even want to do that after whatever. But
All
they'll
of
be
that
like
shit is
that.
crazy.
No, for real. They'll be a trans man, right? They'll go and they'll look like real niggas though. I'm not even gonna hold you. They really be looking like niggas. But fucking they'll
You be
go
having goatees and
with a
shit.
trans I'm dead ass. Their faces is hard and shit from the testosterone and stuff. Some of them I was like, you was a girl?
The
That's
square
wild.
ass
Because you
chin.
yeah, you wouldn't know if until they told you, but you know what they'll do. This is why I say it's a head trip because you went through this whole process, right? Because I guess you don't like men, whatever the fuck you did it for, right? They'll go and start dating a transgender, a man that
Makes
turned into a
absolutely
woman.
no fucking sense, right? Like
Do you understand?
all of that. Like I said, okay, like you take a lesbian who said, I choose not to fuck with men, but instead I want to fuck with another woman who also don't like men, but she likes looking like a man, and I'm attracted to a bitch that look like a nigga with titties and no dick. Like,
Right.
won't you just fuck with a nigga?
Exactly. Why? Exactly. Why do the extras and shit? That's what I don't understand too. Like, why get the toys and the strap-ons and shit when you can just have somebody that already has the shit? It make the
Yeah, that shit is
society has
weird,
just
man.
made people just too free. It's fucked up. Like I like freedom, but it's too much freedom going on because it's confusion now at this point where it doesn't make sense. Then you got straight women that I'm gender fluid and they dating niggas that
Then
they
you're
know
not
like
straight.
niggas and stuff. Like I could never wrap my head around dating a dude that was given or taken from another dude. And then if it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I just love people. No,
Nah,
that's it
nigga.
doesn't make
Nah,
no.
nigga. I
Like,
don't care if you got 100 baby mamas and 50,000 kids. If you let another nigga play with your manhood in any way or play with
you're
another nigga's
gay.
manhood in any way, you're a gay Bob.
I'm sorry,
Simple as
Stan,
that.
that we having this conversation, but it's the edible. Like I said, I go down a rabbit
Look,
hole and go other
let me
places and
let
shit.
me
But I'm
let me
about to get
say
off of
this.
here real quick. I'm
I
gonna let
can
you say
I
what you
can
gotta say, and then I
I
gotta
can
jump
make
off
it
of here.
real simple. I can make it real simple for the two last points that you brought up. One, you get a bathroom for men, you get a bathroom for women, and you get a bathroom for the LMNOP community.
Right,
Now, motherfucker, you ain't got to come into that little girl's bathroom, take your ass in that middle bathroom.
right.
Number two, this is what I would tell any man that has a problem with not being able to have tampon dispensers in a man's bathroom or the gender fluid bathroom. I'll just say this to you. If you can't use that tampon for what it was meant to be used for, can I fuck you up? Can I beat your ass? Let me punch you in your
Yeah.
eye if I don't see no blood on that motherfucker.
Right.
If I don't see no blood on there, can I punch you in your motherfucking eye?
For real, because that shit is just wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't
What's
getting
up?
too much into the transgender shit because I know too much about transgender things and stuff like that. That's the only reason they be wanting, some of them be wanting it, because it's literally like, you know how like when you pierce, I don't know if you ever got your ears pierced and stuff, but when
Mhm.
somebody gets their ear pierced and then they lose the earring and then the hole closes up,
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens down there. So something has to constantly be the fuck in there all the time. And
Oh
I'm
wow.
gonna just leave that like that
Yeah,
because it'll
we can
close
cut
up.
it right there.
Yeah. But thank you for coming up, bro. It was great
After
talking to you, having
factly.
the great debate and whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? Have fun
You
at your
already know.
bonfire with the family and whatnot. I'm about to get the hell off of here and stuff like that.
Show's good, color.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, in
All
a
right.
minute.
Later, Cola Gang. Thank you for everybody that came through and showed love and support. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when the next time. No, tomorrow I'm supposed to be going live, but we're going to see how that shakes out. All right. Good night, everyone.